Hello again, Sneedville. I'm Rich Baritone, and Negative 43 TV is live for December 25th, 2025. It is a Thursday, of course. I decided to get up a little bit early on Christmas Day and maybe let a little bit of the little kid that still exists within me out. And I'm glad I did. As it stands right now, I think my favorite present that I got this morning was a pair of jeans. Um, Waist size 29, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. I hit my goal. When I started out, I wanted to have the same waist size as Jim Brown, the great running back. And now I do. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. So he is live right now. So let's go on ahead with that. This one here is called Batman Reality Check Time. Going to go ahead and let's see, exit solo layout, and there she is. And he is live right now, and he's been live for the last hour and a half. Sad existence, walking around, streaming on Christmas Day. It's pathetic, but so far, he has not been looking for a trash can to shit in. So I suppose that is going to be an improvement before I hit the candy-colored button. Again, Merry Christmas to you and yours from Mrs. Baritone and I and everybody at Negative 43 TV. Yeah, I know there's nobody here except me, but I like to pretend that there is, just like Tyree likes to pretend about literally everything in his life. Let's get our hellos in here before we go. Dutchie is here. He's an old friend of the station here. And ESC Velocity 84 is here. Merry Christmas and best wishes to you as well. Well, let's settle in. We're going to be here for a little bit, and I will be back later tonight. Tonight being here in the United States, but we'll cross that bridge then, as they like to say a long, long time ago. Hovering over the candy-colored button, and let's go.
I had no idea how the hell I was getting back to Texas, and that was scary.
We're going to move right. How we're going to do this? We're going to move right up to live, and when he ends, we'll go backwards and catch what we didn't get.
It's scary, bro. It's generally 10 bands, 10 G's, over 10 grand.
Here we go.
Get this show on the road. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I could go expand anywhere. Remember when I went to Oklahoma City and exposed and proved all the corruption there and stood up to them and won? You remember? You know what I mean? Like, y'all are funny as hell, man. I still got to ask about all that stuff over there too, and in these different areas too, because all that stuff was corrupt. You understand? Real talk. I gotta ask about all them places, like what's going on. Can I go over there? I don't know, because y'all just, kept doing what you were doing on here online.
Yeah, corrupt people are openly going to tell you what they're doing. You go on ahead. You do that.
But, it's all good. It's no big deal. But my whole deal is I could go anywhere. I was just saying, remember, like when I was walking over the bridge out there in Oklahoma City?
No.
By myself?
No.
Remember the dude kept riding his bike around?
That was like 4 years ago. We have bunches of new people here. Nobody specifically remembers when you walked across a fucking bridge in Oklahoma City.
Like, I'm super gangster. People don't get it. And I was carrying a big bag while I was walking over the bridge and everything by myself, dolo. I'm a real gangster. I really be going and through things and putting myself in positions other people just wouldn't. Like, that's what people don't get. Like, y'all call it crazy. I just call it survival. It's different. And he backed down like everybody does. So, like I said, I mean, nah, the world is mine, and I'm going to keep moving and doing what I'm doing. Clearly, I knew I was Batman a long time ago, right? That's the thing with these folks. They just think it's some kind of game, like, oh, he's Superman, and we just get to play our games because he's invincible and immortal. He.
We get to play our games because you're invincible and immortal. You're out of your goddamned mind. And again, it's Christmas Day and you're walking around in circles. Yeah, I know I'm doing this whole thing really early as well, but I'm awake, and what the heck? I felt like doing it. Not nearly as pathetic as what you're doing right now, buddy.
That's what they do. They really all just in love with me and admire me and look up to me. That's what I realized. So yeah, like I said, we gonna keep on pushing. We gonna keep on doing what we do. That's about it, man. But other than that, I don't know what else to tell you. It is what it is, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. I appreciate it. Everybody, real talk. I appreciate any support we get. But yeah, please, like by all means, man. Like I said, we do the customized videos, $25. That's gonna be the main thing. You know what I mean? Motivational speaking. I mean, it is what it is, bro. So just ask me, tell me what's up and what y'all need. All right. Come holler at me. It's Christmas. Might as well. You know what I mean? That's what people should be doing. You should be conducting business on Christmas instead of just sitting around with your fake little presents.
Your fake little presents. That sounded a little bit bitter. Yes, it certainly did. I got my presents today. Mrs. Baritone got her presents today. And hey, guess what, Tyree? I have 2 more things that are coming through the mail or UPS or however the hell they're going to get to. I'm pretty sure both of them are related to my favorite hobby, which is, of course, playing golf. And you, of course, aren't getting anything. You can't even go to a shelter for a Christmas meal because you've been banned at all of them. That is funny.
So let me know. Oh yeah, and bicycles too. I'll take any kind of bicycles. If people got bikes they don't want, I don't really feel like paying for them. I mean, maybe if they're super cheap, but any kind of bicycles you don't want, just try to have them where they're running right and they're moving and the wheels are okay. Like I still want them where I can ride them.
You don't feel like paying for them. Well, I guess you're walking then, aren't you? 21 minutes after the hour.
You know, I don't want them where I got to keep fixing them. That's been the problem. But any bicycles, if anybody got one they don't need or want, please, I need all that. I need bicycles. I need some kind of electric or gas like scooter or mini motorcycle.
Let us not forget that the last bicycle that he received was brand new. It was brand new and he ruined it in 4 days. He sat down on it and that bike said, you know what? Fuck this.
Anything mobile, man, you know what I mean, is what I need. And that's what people don't get. These people are perplexed on here because they're like, man, he just asked for what he wanted and he get it. You know why that is?
No.
God love me and God bless me.
God hate
I'm
you.
part of a tight-knit community because I made it like that. It wasn't like that. I'm the one who built it. So I'm a communal and community leader, right? For real. I wasn't joking. So when you're a community leader and people look up to you and admire you and respect you and they come to you for answers and help with things, and I lead people to God the right way and help them to build a relationship with God. Yeah, if I tell them, hey, yo, I need this, they gonna listen and try to help me out if they can, because they understand that I can come from nothing. I have no support system, and I did this all by myself, and they give me the credit for it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's the way everyone should be. You got to give credit where credit's due, you know?
No, well, actually, you do need to give it where it is due. It's just not due to you. Well, you know what? I was doing some backstage stuff trying to set everything up. And I'll be dogged. We have a few hellos here. Please welcome on this Christmas morning, Smuggy Smuggerson. Oh, let's see. Is there anybody else? Kelchu Boardnor is here live. Of course, it is 12:19 in the UK, 19 minutes after noon. So we're definitely playing to the European audience right here, right now. Yeah, he's definitely jealous. He's absolutely jealous. And we are going to go back here in just a minute and catch this from the beginning. He has concluded the streams. Negasonic Middle-Aged Dickhead is here as well. Red screen, I believe I've already said hello. It's getting really busy already. Let's wrap this particular one up before we bounce back.
You know what I mean? If the man is getting up every day on his own and trying his best and working hard to make it happen, I sure as hell respect anybody like that, and like me 100%, and you should too.
Yeah, Red, he's hoping for a bike. He still believes in Santa Claus. He did not say that, but would that really be that out of line for him to say that he believes in Santa Claus? Given everything else, I don't think it's much of a stretch.
So yeah, let me know, holla, and we'll talk in a minute. All right, much love.
No love whatsoever. No love whatsoever from this Mong. We are listening and watching Batman Reality Check Time here on Negative 43 TV on this Christmas Day. Thank you for spending some of your morning here. And what we have here, we've got about an hour and a half's worth of material here. Yeah, this was a really, really, really long rant. He may actually go to sleep now. One never really knows. Holiday madness? Oh, you bet.
Folks, welcome to another wonderful episode of Batman Radio.
Here we go.
So yeah, like I said, man, I just continue to advance. I continue to progress. I continue to do what I want to do. And like I said, it's just a beautiful thing, man. Like I said, it's Batman reality check time, right? With the facts and actual reality, actual factual, right? First of all, I've been the top dog on here since day one. I'm the Don Dot, I'm the boss, right? I mean, number two, I run the streets. Number three, I'm actual gangster. I mean, where am I not winning? I'm winning all across the board, and see folks in their feelings because I got a business.
You have an idea. You do not have a business. This here, what I'm about to describe, is winning of a sort, certainly. I am sitting here smoking a Valahuelo Medio Tiempo. Some cigars that Mrs. Baritone got for me for Christmas, Valahuelo being my favorite brand. Yes, sir, I'm sitting here in front of a computer that Deezy put together just for me. Just for me. That's right. Sitting in my back bedroom, just enjoying myself, spending time with friends here on Negative 43 TV. Mrs. Baritone is out on the couch. Probably went back to sleep by now. We decided we were going to get up early this year and again, just let the small child in us, what little bit is still left, out. It was great. It was a good decision.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing. Like, it's on autopilot now. We already know what we're doing. So let's just keep it on autopilot and keep on making our dough. You understand? So my job at this point, for me, this is something, just a promise I'm making to myself. This year, like, it's personal, bro. Like, nah, I'm making a promise to me. Like, I'm going to stay positive and successful.
You've already failed. You're the least positive person that pretty much any of us know. Please welcome on this Christmas morning, Life Works Drunk, right here on Negative 43 TV. I cleaned my shit up a long time ago, but I'm a chronic pothead, so there you go. He says, for the listeners, Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's all be thankful we have Tyree. He's an amazing man. He certainly is, and in all of the wrong ways. I actually am thankful for Tyree Sneed, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here together. We would not be here together, not just on Christmas Day, but any other time. We all actually have a lot to thank Tyree Sneed for, even though he just basically functions as a fire pit that we all gather around. Hey, look, everybody, Joshua Carlton is here on this merry, merry, merry Christmas morning. And how is Cassie, sir?
I don't got room for nothing else. I don't got time for nothing else. I don't got time to acknowledge anything else. Ooh. There they go. Yeah. See? So, like I said, I don't got time to acknowledge nothing else. It's got to all be positivity, man. That's why. That's exactly why. That's why. So, I've already figured it out, man. We just keep it positive, and that's it. So, like I said, I mean, everything is simple. It's right in front of everyone. What's going on? You know what I mean? So, yeah, like I said, I have a full-scale business here. I make money. I get paid to talk. You know, do any of you?
We have a very, very special hello here on this Christmas Day. It's Po Nick, but we know him better as International Stanley, and it's been quite some time. How the hell are you doing on this most special of mornings? And meanwhile, we have more hellos here. It's very early. It's 7:29 in the morning where I'm at, and we are doing very, very well so far. Please welcome Batman-H3F to the show. Isn't YouTube great? Fallout is here, and I think I'm all caught up. Yes, I believe I am, in fact, all caught up.
Just saying, I'm doing all right. It's already Christmas, so I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be taking the day off again today.
You take every day off. You serve no function in this world. And yeah, Dutchie has a good question there, Life Works Drunk. Why are you buddy trolling him? I generally do not care for that at all. Nobody really does.
Because it is Christmas.
Although I do tend to somewhat give Ace a pass because he has been here, even though it's been a couple of years, and he has been very friendly to the show. So he appears to know what he's doing, even though I still don't like it.
Maybe not. I guess it'll depend on how I feel. But I'm thinking of maybe just doing that, and just taking the day off because I deserve it. And I mean, it's Christmas, man. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't gotta be, Batman.
But forget all of that. Life Works Drunk. It's Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day. Please hang out with us, please.
And for Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just probably take it easy. I think I owe that to myself, and I think I deserve that. But it's been a pretty Merry Christmas for me. But yeah, like I said, I already got fans, getting in touch with me for these customized videos, man. Like I said, just one as of now. But yeah, they already sent the $25. Like I said, I told them to let me know, the information on it, and they did.
Everything you have just heard, we call that a lie.
So I'm already talking to them, and I'm going to do the best I can with it. And, as soon as I can, I'm going to, work on that video. You know what I mean? So, this is what these folks online are worried about. I don't understand why. But yeah, like I said, you're only looking at this monetarily. You're still looking at it as financial, and in your pocket watching is what you're doing. You're pocket watching and you're worried about the money I'm making. Why don't you just spell it out? So I figured I'd bring y'all here tonight for a minute, since you're gonna listen anyway, because all y'all obsessed. By the way, we have a Batman Obsessed membership that you can buy here.
Nope, sorry.
Any of you have that money, or are you still, where you only have like $2 here?
I have been waiting for the laugh track because it's time to read something for the listeners. It's from Negasonic Middle-Aged Dickhead. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and Joey has no house, no real possessions, except for a donated man blouse. The bumpkins were given in the stalls with care, in hopes not to get trucker nut in his hair. That's funny. And since he's going for the double dose, I'll read this one as well for the listeners from Red Screen. Doubt that he's taking the day off because Thanksgiving he put on the bat suit and walked around hoping people would give him food and money. Talk about how pathetic can someone be. With Joey Sneed, there's always a new basement every day.
Just saying. So again,
right.
Now with that, after that came in, I'm around like what, $516. Let me see what the cents is. Hold up.
He's lying.
$516.65.
He does not have that size of a check coming. Please, please, please stop yanking our collective dick.
I know y'all mad. I know you and your feelings. Look at them. They just ran. They just ran, coach. I got them shook, coach. I told you they just ran. They just ran to go tell all the other, agents of the devil and all these evil folks that ain't about nothing. Oh, man, he coming up real quick. Yep, just like I always do, right? Remember, I got it out the mud. This is the one thing God told me. I don't have to explain to nobody how I got to this point.
You didn't get it out of the mud. Mud is something that you fell into. You were born with every possible advantage, and somehow you just fucked it up, and we're here for that.
You know what I mean? After everything that everybody's done and how everybody went against me and got together and tried to stop me and my money, I don't got to explain nothing to nobody. You know, I'm a survivor. I don't got to explain to you how I made it through and how I kept going. You feel that?
Oh, you don't have to explain it because I know it. I'm pretty sure everybody else here knows too. The only reason that you are getting by at all, if you want to call your life getting by, is your stipend that you get from your family every month. If you didn't have that, you would have starved some time ago. And the fact that you barely eat, even with that, I think it's a testament to the nutritional value of dental plaque.
Yeah, because I'm a street hustler and I'm a gangster, and I told y'all what it is about.
No, it's because you never brush your teeth, and apparently you are living on calculus at this point.
Everything. So folks know what it is. Folks have known this entire time, right? And like I told you, I'm a street hustler, homie. I'm an actual gangster. I'm gonna get to the money. Trust me, I'm gonna get to the bread. I did my thing in the Bluff in Atlanta. I did my thing in Bankhead in Atlanta. Trust me, this is nothing.
You went in there broke and you came out of there broke too. How'd that work out?
You understand? And that's what I'm realizing. Like, I might fall back for a while. I would never retire. You know, I love being Batman too much, but I might fall back for a little bit. I don't know. You know what I mean?
To.
Because, you know, I deserve that, man. You know, I'm trying to make sure I'm bettering everything around me. I want to better my life. You know what I mean? So that has to be a main goal. You know what I mean? Especially for Christmas and for the new year. But I'm going into this new year, I mean, on a very positive stance.
Wow, really?
You know? And I built a lot of momentum. You know what I mean? But yeah, they already paid me for that. Like I said, we do customized videos.
You have built a lot of momentum. You know what else does? Snowballs rolling downhill. That typically doesn't end very well.
$25. Everything is listed on the channel right here. Like, everybody can contact me, man. Anybody and everybody, man. Folks can get in touch with me. Like I said, we do motivational, inspirational, every kind of video there is. Fitness, I teach digital fitness, like everything, bro. You know what I mean? And like, you can always negotiate a little bit, you know what I mean, if you have to. So, you know, not with the videos though, of course. That's gonna remain the same way. But you know what I'm saying, as far as like the fitness stuff and all that. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'll probably create my own like fitness manual, DVD, all that. We building everything, bro. So I mean, that's what's crazy to me. You still focused on the monetary part of it. What you should be focused on is God and building a relationship with God, brother.
You don't have one, and you are focused on money. More importantly, to say that you're focused on our money. You're focused on my money. You know what you want. You want people to take care of you and hand you everything. It's an old trope. Oh, speaking of which, I don't know why that reminded me of this. Gather your things up. We're going to go smoke them if you got them. Holiday edition in about 5 minutes, maybe less.
Because that's the only way I did any of this or all of this happened. I give all credit and glory to God. That's what you don't understand. You know, like I said, these folks couldn't even imagine walking in my shoes. None of y'all could walk in my shoes for a millisecond. They couldn't even imagine what I've been through. I'm still going through it right now. What you mean? You think it's easy? You think it's easy being me? Brother, y'all funny as hell, man. Like I said, but that's my whole thing, man. Like, I just want to remain professional like I always do. You know what I mean? Like, I've worked every job in the book. I came up working hard. I worked since I was 16. I'm 36 now. That's 20 years.
And this reminds me, the movie is coming along beautifully. I tell you, I'm at the 40-minute mark, and it's going to be called Trash Bags and Glad Rags. And it's the story of the time Tyrese Need was gifted an entire trash bag full of clothes, and all he did was bitch about it. It's ingratitude on a grand scale, coming to you soon on Negative 43 TV. In the back of my mind, I'm almost thinking New Year's Eve. I'm not putting any kind of deadline on myself, though. If there's a joke there, I'm going to do whatever needs to be done to get to it. It's just how I operate.
and I was, really working my entire life because it was towards baseball or being the best at whatever sport when my dad was training me and everything. But I just have a work ethic like no other, and people are seeing it. I mean, that's what they just told me. They was like, yeah, like, like these people are your biggest fans, and they said, they look at what you've built here as extremely inspirational.
When his dad was training him for baseball, does anybody else hear tennis balls bouncing off of walls? I do.
Like, that's good to hear, man. That's amazing. You know what I mean? Like, real talk, because, and that's the thing. It makes me appreciate it more because, like, it's been difficult. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy at all. You know what I mean? And like I said, they don't really pay much, So for me, I don't be looking at it like that all the time. But I know I should. I mean, I do. I'm not gonna say I don't, but it's just hard sometimes. I just wish that I got paid better. But at the same time, like I said, I mean, it taught me a lot. It taught me to work harder. You know what I mean? And that's gonna pay off for me anyway. That work ethic is just unbelievable. You know what I mean? And I think that's a big part of what's inspirational to people. I think what's inspirational is the fact that I keep setting world records and I keep progressing. I'm getting tired, man. Like I said, I just went through a whole lot of serious stuff. I'm tired, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I need a break. You know what I mean? Honestly, but we'll see what happens. Because I'll feel better real quick. I'm sure I always do. But folks is silly, man, underestimating me. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, that's the thing. Like, once I sit down and I put my mind to it and I start thinking about the financial aspect of things, I figure it out real quick.
That you're absolutely fucked. That it's hopeless, that you will always be broke because you're not just unemployable. Your situation in Brownsville is so damn bad. You can't even get into a homeless shelter. You've been banned from all of them. How many are there? 2, 3? You can't get into any of them because you're a fucking disruptive asshole.
I'm a genius.
No.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. That's what they telling me. They like, what you built is extremely inspirational. Like, I appreciate that. Thank you. And that's why I kept pushing. That's exactly why I do what I do, because I know it makes folks happy. And I know that it, gives people motivation, and it's the greatest testimony of all time. My testimony is really the greatest testimony of all time, bro. That's the truth.
Oh, he's been here a lot longer than any half decade. 13,000 videos, that's probably about right. It's extraordinary.
So that's my thing. Like, we going to keep on succeeding and doing what we do.
Again, like Batman said, you're still in the same place.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm all about business, man. People don't get, I'm a business like giant. You understand? And like I said, this is just the way that it was. We had to, we had to do everything with less. You know what I mean? Like I said, they don't pay well, but I kept pushing and I keep believing in myself. And still to this day, I keep on going because I know that things are going to eventually come together, like they're already starting to, just a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't think y'all understand. I'm coming up at an alarming rate, and it's not going to stop. That's what you got to understand. Let me repeat this one more time for you.
Before you do, I have to read this for the listeners from Red Screen. His situation, Joey's situation, of course, of getting work is so bad that the truckers have stopped picking him up for that special service that he gives out.
Hold up.
I don't
want
to...
about $516.65. Okay, remember I told you I went from like $0 to $2 to like $5.50 in front of you. Now I'm at around $516.65. That means I climbed back up. That was after paying the phone bill this last month. Okay, it's Christmas. It's gonna be the new year in a couple of days. My phone bill ain't due till like.
It's gonna be the new year in a couple of days. It's gonna be New Year in 8 days. You stupid fuck you. Speaking of New Year's Eve, I will, of course, be here on New Year's Eve. As of right now, I have absolutely no idea of when I'm going live. I am thinking about covering New Year's in all the time zones of the United States. So that would make for a really long show, but it's in consideration.
This. And again, I want the public and people to help me pay it. It's $55. You know, I don't care how we do it. Like I said, we do videos, we do everything over here. Like I said, I can give advice. You know what I mean? Like, we do everything, bro. All we do is build businesses.
You keep them ideas, therefore they don't exist. Come on now, catch up to your own statements, will you please? Oh dear God. Yeah, Nega, his boyfriend paid his bill for him, and he has no gratitude toward anything or anybody
over here. This is all e-commerce. I hope you understand that. And I'm just telling you the truth. That's what folks worried about, because all them are on a steady decline. They ain't making no money. I've never been in competition with anybody. I ain't never ever cared about folks' pockets or what they making. But y'all sure do, and then you want to roll reverse.
Of course you do.
You understand?
Of course you concern yourself with our pockets. You're constantly saying that we're broke. That's why we're not giving your broke ass any money, because we're broke. Yeah, you're concerned with our pockets. You're deeply concerned with our pockets. As far as you're concerned, our pockets should be keeping you alive. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that special time that we do at least once every single show. Hope you're ready. I sure am. Ladies and gentlemen, smoke them if you got them on this Christmas morning, or have some coffee, some eggnog. Yeah. Maybe a nice hearty breakfast. It is Christmas morning after all. Remember, smoke 'em if you got 'em is always about what makes you happy.
Isn't that hilarious? I mean, I'm sorry. Is that a serious question? See what I'm saying? No. See, that's the thing. Like I told you, you got to stay positive. You know what I mean? So, like I told you, that's my promise to myself this year. You understand? You don't got to explain nothing. So yeah, like I said, let's keep it positive, baby. Like I said, man, you know, every day, bro, we succeed more and more. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Nothing, you know, there's, how do I explain this, bro? The facts are the facts. You know what I mean?
No.
All we do is make money. It's all we've ever done. What do you mean? I've got every receipt to prove it. You understand? So, like I said, that's hilarious to me. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, when folks ask rhetorical questions that they already know the answer to, come on, man. This is about rhythm. See, that's what I realized. We doing radio, so I'm in a rhythm. Okay, so that's why you do that. Okay.
You're doing radio, so you're in a rhythm. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It does sound, however, like you're in the bathroom at the sports park on Christmas morning.
Cool. Got it figured out. We're going to keep it positive now.
Echo.
It was never about nothing else. You understand? So, like I said, what's up? How you doing? I don't even got to talk, bro, and I'm going to get paid. Do you understand that?
Well, that's not necessarily true. He is in AdSense, so he's making dribbles of income this entire time for some reason. For some reason, literally every one of his shows is a TOS violation, but apparently advertisers love that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Brother, we make money every single day, bro. You're well aware of that. Like I said, that's what they're paying attention to. They're pocket watching. That's all they've ever done is pocket watch. They watch me make money. Them folks ain't making no money. So they feel some way. That's all it's ever been. Always. When I had the bank account with over $300,000 in it. Like, what do you mean? Bro, I've had to build my own businesses 8 million times in front of you. What are you talking about? You know the answer to your question.
Well, if you've had to build businesses 8 million times in front of us, that means that you have failed 8 million times and you just don't know when to fucking quit. That's what that statement means.
Do is get money, partner. Since I was 16, I've been balling out of control. Turned multimillionaire at 16, multimillionaire college dropout. What do you mean, brother? I built businesses in a jiffy, real quick.
In a jiffy?
Didn't I just do it again right in front of you? How you think I'm getting paid, homie?
In a jiffy? How 50s of you. And besides, when I hear the word chippy, I am thinking sweet cornbread mix. It's good shit.
Like, you do know the terminology, right? When you're able to actually do business, all we do is make money. So you're well aware of what we do, right?
All he does is make money when he is on here. Again, he is on AdSense, but the amount of money that he is making is so trivial, so beside the point.
That's what I'm saying. You got to speak from a genuine place, brother. You know what I mean? Not everything deserves a response. Like I said, so I told you they and they feelings because I have a business.
You have, again, just ideas. They are not real. Please welcome, in a very, very special, merry way, it's Axel X5. I like that. Axel X5.
They don't have a business, but I got a full-scale business, baby.
You have nothing.
Yeah, I got you all figured out, little homie. So, like I said, what's going on, man? How you feeling, bro?
Great. Great.
Man, my success, I'm serious, ain't it?
I'm feeling absolutely great. Mrs. Baritone got me some very nice things for Christmas. And guess what, Tyree? My Christmas personally is still not over. She ordered 2 things for me that have not arrived, and they'll be arriving either this weekend or early next week. So I myself am having an extended Christmas. You, meanwhile, are just worried about where your next meal is coming from.
You know what I mean? And like I told you, they're just going to watch me win over and over and over and over and over again.
Losing is the new winning, you know.
Nonstop. All you're going to do is watch me make more money. And see, I didn't do what they did. Like, I didn't sell my soul. My soul is priceless. My soul ain't for sale. You understand? This is not 50
your
Cent
soul
who didn't make any business moves.
Your soul may not be for sale, but you definitely need to donate your brain to science.
None. Everything he did was to facilitate an environment. All that stuff is fake. They do that for you, bro. Just like they lie for you. That's what the Masons do. He's backed by the feds, bro. If they say backed by the feds, then that proves what? The feds, FBI, CIA are corrupt. They're evil. Agents of the devil. That's why I told you I have no confidence in them. That's why I tell them how I feel straight up. We operate above the feds, however.
That's dog shit. You say many things that I'm sick of fucking hearing, and that's right up there. You operate above the feds. You dumpster dive on a regular basis. You're not above fucking earthworms.
One who actually can protect these rappers. See the point? Because again, it's clear as day. It was clear as day what happened with Maserati Fox. It's been clear as day what happened with Tupac and Biggie. It's been clear as day all the involvement, right? That's why Floyd Mayweather came out and said, "Oh, I saw this and that," right? Because you was in on it. Oh, I believe that. They all are. 50 Cent was in on it. He's sitting there rapping about it like it's a joke in a game. This is how these folks operate, and don't seem to get that people who are smart and geniuses, they would understand that everybody can make money and just be happy. So what are you doing? That's why y'all so funny. Y'all act like the way you are makes sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's just that none of you can think quick enough and think outside the box. So, brother, all we do is business over here. You already know that. That's why you over here. You need some business advice? Tell me what you need from the man who went from $5,000 to 23 grand in a day, right? Who spent I spent 35 G's on my birthday the other year, remember?
No, nobody remembers that. Absolutely no fucking buddy remembers that. Although it is likely that maybe back in your moneyed past, you did that. RTS would know. RTS knows everything about Tyrese D.
You ever done that? Nope. You never even seen 35 G's. Hell, you never seen 5 G's. Hell, you never seen 1 grand. Let's get real. Don't talk about money. What? Yeah, like I told you. So yeah, they gonna do the same thing. Let them do what they do. You know what I mean? And that's all. We don't got to say nothing. We don't got to respond. Everything doesn't deserve a response. You're pocket watching, man. So I'm telling you the digits. Let's tell them again where we're at for the next check. Hold up. Let me go check that out.
The following is a lie. I swear it is.
Yeah, we over $194 for the next check, bro. I know you in.
Now it's $194. Wasn't it over $500 a few minutes ago? Or was he talking about something else? It gets so confusing sometimes. What with all the behind the scenes stuff and everything.
Your feelings, and we still got a couple more days till the end of the month. So that means I keep on accruing that the entire time. Why do you think I'm live right now, bro? Because this is the same thing. See, I start thinking like y'all sometimes. Like
I myself am live right now because I got up early to open Christmas presents like a small child. And I figured, you know, what the heck? I'm going to be up for a couple hours. I know Mrs. Baritone is going to go back to sleep, and she has. So let me spend some of my Christmas morning with friends of mine. You can't do this. Everybody that watches your show hates your guts.
So people don't understand. I take from everything like in a positive light. Like
okay,
I used to do the same thing with rap music. Like
you've never done anything with rap music, not really. And here is Negasonic, middle-aged dickhead, with an explanation of what I just questioned. He says, this is for the listeners, obviously the 195 is part of the 500. And is including that with the 1 day of work he did a month ago, and the few donations he got in, and the bike that his boyfriend bought him. His boyfriend, BIC, bought him. What a loser. But thank you for clearing that up for me and everybody else, too.
Somebody tell me something, and then the guys who were teaching me how to rap, like, and everything on beats and everything, and got me started in music, they was like, yeah, he remember everything, and then he grabs it and he puts it in his music. And like they would key in on when I would grab.
BIC means brother in Christ, listeners. To repeat, BIC means brother in Christ. And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
A line from something they said or something, you feel me? Because I'm really lyrical, like I can really write. And that's another thing too. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna get me a pair of headphones. I think that's what my Christmas is going to be about. I think I'm going to grab me a pair of headphones today, actually, if I can find them, if I have time and feel like it. But I need a pair of headphones so I can get recording again. You know what I mean? And I'll just, I'll figure out what outlet I'm going to use for that. I already got a dude I'm talking to. He's from Virginia, and he be rapping, and that's all he does is rap. And he was like, yeah, I could definitely help you out with that. So I'll talk to him because he probably knows some other platforms. Like maybe I can get paid for streams and stuff. I don't know. You feel me? But I could guarantee you, like, however you get paid, I'm going to figure it out. That's what y'all don't get. I'm over here. I got my hand in everything. So I know you and your feelings.
You have your hands in your pants. Pocket pool, if you will.
Right. This is the thing. I'm proving, not to you, I'm proving to myself and to everybody, to the world without trying, who I always said I was. I'm everything I always said I am. That's why you and your feelings. Told you I'm a street hustler, bro. Oh, I'm a giant when it comes to hustling, bro, and money. I'ma always get to the bag. Remember,
never mind. Today hustling pretty much is used the way he's using it, but back in my day, hustling meant something completely different, and it usually involved being on your knees at some point.
Nobody gave me.
I do believe that's the hustling that you're talking about, though.
Nothing. I had the worst cards dealt. Like, nobody did nothing for me this entire time. I mean, you can't be serious, bro. I come from nothing, literally. This time around, I came from nothing. Y'all didn't do nothing for me. No one helped. Nothing, bro. And I'm talking about I built all this myself.
You built nothing, and the fact that nobody will help you, what really, at the baseline of the whole thing, what does that mean? Means people really can't stand you. They hate you, and they really want to see you starve, which you'll never quite manage to do, again, because of that stipend. It's the only thing that keeps you going.
But getting up and I just continued to keep pushing, man. I'm so proud. It's unbelievable.
No reason for it.
And that's why folks look at me and look at it and say, man, he's a real inspiration. You know, I'm not Wes Watson.
Damn.
So like I said, it's funny with me because like, you know, I'm a regular dude. I'm not on that celebrity stuff, man. I understand I'm getting famous as hell. Like I'm just a normal guy, bro.
You're far
You know what I
from
mean?
it.
That's why it's so funny, and like that's why people are just gonna embrace me more and they're gonna love me more. Because I'm down to earth. I'm just like everybody else. I'm not trying to be, you know, Mr. Special and all that. You know, I'll leave that to y'all.
My goodness.
Because I think you got that one covered.
It is the top of the hour wherever you are in the world, except, of course, in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's 25 minutes after the hour on this Christmas morning or Christmas afternoon. It's all about where you're at in the world.
But yeah, no, we just unveiled a full clothing line on
It
here.
is.
You know they and they feelings. Can you imagine being so in your feelings over my success that you got to pretend that my success ain't happening and doesn't exist?
It isn't happening. It does not exist. And again, a good morning for the listeners here. Naga says his whole gimmick is convincing himself he's special. That really does kind of boil the entire thing down. Dutchie says it's 2 p.m. where he is, and Naga says it's 5 a.m. where he is. He's obviously, well, don't mean to say obviously, but he's on the west coast of the United States, so there's all kinds of times, and it's really, really cool. It really is, man. Negative 43 TV is everywhere. It's everywhere.
What?
You heard me. Punk ass bitch.
So we unveiled a clothing line. Like I said, we got everything going. They just paid me for a customized video. Like we're gonna be doing, like I said, and that's gonna be my biggest thing now is customized videos. Like, nah, it makes sense with what I do. Everything I do has to do with videos, bro. Y'all don't get, I'm expanding too in every way, bro. While you're sleeping on me, I'm already expanding, brother. I'm making moves every day. I'm gonna build everything right in front of you, bro. You know, and it's all with God, man. God is the one making it possible. God said, he's told me, he said, you're going to get your life back. I'm ready, bro. Real talk.
Your life is shot. It's absolutely gone. Yeah, speaking of waking up super early, it's 2 minutes after 8 in the morning where I'm at. And this is kind of like, for me, it's like, I don't know, being on Mars. I usually don't get up until about 10 o'clock, maybe 11. I usually get 10 hours sleep every single night. And the reason I do that is because for years and years, being at work anywhere from 4 in the morning to 7 in the morning, that got tired really quick. Yet I had to continue to do it.
So yeah, like, what do you mean, bro? I had a bank account with over $300,000 and it ain't nothing. Like I said, I sold 50-acre property for over 100K. So what you talking about? Money ain't no object over here. I've been making money forever. I mean, like I said, even right now, even when I didn't have a whole lot of money, right? I mean, I was never really struggling because even when I struggled, I kept moving and kept progressing. I've made money this entire time. I'm a lot more than any of you. I guarantee you that. It's not even close. I guarantee you every year what I make, independent capital, and the way I make my money is through an honest, decent, hard-earned living. I guarantee you that I make more money than every single one of you. Anybody, I don't care who it is. Real talk, every single year, bro.
Hard work. When I arrived here in Sneedville about 6 years ago, his only saving grace, and it wasn't much of one, he would work. He would go out and get job after job after job. He wasn't a very good employee, but he would go out and get jobs. He would work. That is just not possible anymore. Not only does he believe it's beneath him, he's unemployable. Obviously, you didn't need me to tell you that.
Even in the years I struggled, that's to teach me something, and I still made way more money than you.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, for me, typically mornings, early mornings don't exist. I'm a golfer. I'm a huge golfer. You would think that I would be a 7 a.m. tea time kind of a guy. After all, that is the cliche. No way. I want to be the last guy on the course at the end of the day.
Like, let's have a conversation, right? Come on, what's up? Like I said, when I was over there in Kentucky, I was doing well. You know what I mean? Like, so what's going on, man? You know, that's the thing, bro. These folks, they really can't deal with reality.
Oh, I'll bet you did, nigga. I bet you did.
Ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. Your thing is with reality, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like it'd be crazy, man. You know, like I said, that's why God told me, you know how many people is invested, you know what I'm saying, in that, you know, in that type of attitude, and you know what I mean? Like they, you know, you could just see how they feel, man. You know, a lot of folks don't want to see me win, and what I want folks to do out there in the public is I want you to learn from that. See, I just use me as an example. I want folks to learn from me. Like, learn from me, learn from what I've been through and what I'm going through, because this can apply to anybody. That's the thing. You understand?
Okay, this is going to be it for Smoke 'em If You Got 'em for the immediate right now, but don't you worry none. It will be back sooner than you think. Negative 43 TV, 5 minutes after the hour.
Because it's not just me.
On this Christmas Day.
It's just me in a lot of aspects. It's definitely different. It's definitely, you know, a lot more prevalent. Of course, the jelly stuff. But it's for anybody. I've seen it with other people. I witnessed it firsthand. I've seen people go through it, and I never liked watching it. And I always try to help them and be there for them. You know? So, I mean, you know, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, the fact is, folks vastly underestimate me and don't seem to get who's talking to them. I mean, brother, whatever I want, I get. Anything. Anyone I want, I get. I get what I want. I do what I want. I don't have no qualms or questions about what I want or what I'm doing. Brother, I stay to myself because I'm a lone wolf and that's what I do and how I move. I stay to myself because I choose my friends because I'm from the hood.
You have no friends.
So what are you talking about? So what do you mean? Like I said,
you have no friends. You've been saying that quite a lot lately. You have no friends. Please, 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 please stop kidding yourself, because you're certainly not kidding us.
Don't have, you know, anything but positivity going on. You know what I mean? Sometimes things just happen, and sometimes what y'all don't understand is we pray, and sometimes God has us go through things, right, that we may not understand or may not want to go through to make us stronger. And I know that that's got everything to do with what I've been going through and what I'm going through currently.
No, 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 no. He's not making you stronger. Everything that you are going through right now is self-inflicted. It's all your fault. Every last bit of it is your fucking fault. Take inspiration from your mom. I think that's something we probably all should do. She's living a pretty much normal life from anything we see, and she was probably sicker than you are. Of course, in your case, it's far too late. Medications, therapy, you're just gone.
Not every prayer gets answered with a, you know, Christmas present and a gift basket. Some of it gets answered with, you know, going through things and God knowing that those trials and tribulations are going to shape the man that we become or the woman we become, or, you know, shape us into who we're meant to be and who we're intended to be, because God really loves us and has a very serious plan for us. See, that's why you really feel the way you do, because you know I have a higher calling. My calling is to save the world. God told me straight up, like I said, my entire life, if people asked me what my purpose was here on this planet, I would have told them to save the world. I knew who I was since I was a kid. I've always known I was Batman. I've always known who I was. Real talk. I remember old pictures. Like I said, I had the bat suit on, and I was like on there in the picture, you know, like looking like the real thing.
Yeah, yeah, 69. Yeah, that'd be about right.
Because I knew who I was. It was never fake for me.
Hey, relative to Tyree's age at 69, I did not know that. And again, she got it together. Somehow, some way, she got it together. Again, it's just too late for this long.
Nothing over here is fake. So that's what I'm saying. The only people who feel some way, it's because they ain't real. Because real people love me. You know what I mean? So, like I said, with me, there's no act. This is really who I am. And it's clear as day. You know what I mean? I don't do it to impress anyone. This is how I live. This is a way of life. God taught me how to do so much more with so little. It's unbelievable, man. That's what you don't get. He taught me how to build out of nothing. I told you, do everything the poor man's way. You understand?
Okay, you're going to build from nothing. And as of right now, you have nothing. That suggests either laziness or incompetence, or in your case, clinical insanity.
Brother, I'm building businesses, brother. I can build it out of nothing, and I just proved that in front of you. What do you got to say now? It is too funny, man. But yeah, we got 10 of them watching right now. I bet you all 10 of them in they feelings.
No, I wouldn't say they were in their feelings. I would say that they were either A, laughing their asses off, or B, about ready to throw their cell phone wherever because they're that damn mad at you. One or the other.
What they do, they sit there and they cry about my success. He's succeeding again. Oh, there he is, stacking dough again. Look how quickly he's moving and coming up. I'm coming on up. Oh, coming on up.
You know, it's a time of the year for end-of-year retrospectives. I'm seeing some low cow retrospectives that are going over a group of cows, say 5 or 6 cows, a video. And Tyrese Neat is never one of those cows. Ever, 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 ever. He can't even win at being a loser.
Yeah, people love me, brother, because I'm a good dude and I'm a good person and I help people. It's all I do is offer to help people. I save lives and I make a real difference. So,
you know, life works drunk. It's Christmas Day, and I'm not going to put that comment up. If you could hold on to whatever sentiments you may have, whatever negative sentiments that you may have toward anybody here until we're done here, it's Christmas morning.
When I got people in the public walking up to me and saying that they're fully aware, they're saying themselves, they're saying, right, and you do. In other words, folks don't do their job.
Do we have a breakthrough? Is it possibly Raleigh Jones as life works drunk? It could be. But as I said, if you could find it within yourself, try to hold the personal negativity toward anybody here. Try to hold on to it for today. If you can't, just go ahead and leave. I would rather that you stayed and got happy, though.
And they said, right, and you do. In other words, you do everything they won't do, and you're actually getting things done and making a huge change and difference. I'm a real activist, partner. Remember, y'all wanted to be me, so you type fake stuff.
Okay, we have an absolute confirmation. It is, in fact, Raleigh Jones. He's here trolling. He's here early, and I've already recognized him far too much.
Yeah, that's what they did. I said I'm an activist. One of them putting their profile on here that they an activist. Like, bro, you want to be me so bad it's unreal, huh? Don't know nothing about activism, but they're an activist now. Now they're me. That's what it is on the internet. You got a bunch of folks, they just choose you and pick you and they want to be you. You know, and it's crazy to me how if you want to be me, okay, well, why can't that be enough? What's up with the wanting to minimize stuff and rewrite stuff and write a false testament? Brother, you're wasting your time.
How do you minimize nothing? We want to know. I'm sure there's some kind of mathematical equation for that, but I want you to answer that question.
Can't rewrite nothing over here. It's just the truth. So like I said, what they don't understand, right? And they're, you know, they're clearly learning very quickly. I'm a straight hustler, homie. I get money. I get to the bag. I get bread. Always. I'm from the hood, homie. Okay, I'm talking about if.
Why, thank you so much, Dutchie. I appreciate it. And, you know, I didn't get who Rick was. So that never even crossed my mind. Thank you for that, Dutchie.
If I was on a street corner anywhere, I could make it out of nothing. I've done it a million times over. That's why when I made the millions of dollars, it wasn't no big deal to me. It wasn't a big deal to me. I'm not Dame Dash. I don't got to talk fake stuff. Okay? I don't owe on anything. I don't owe people. Like Dame Dash, like I said, had a place he was renting for like $15,000 a month and held it down for a year without paying for it at all. I mean, are y'all serious? Now, all them rappers and people, all they do is just, you know, honestly, it's just not the right way to go, and they don't make any money. You know, so again, you know, I'm stating facts, man. I mean, over here, all we do is make money, partner. You know what I mean? Real money. I mean, so if you want to talk money, I mean, you got to be kind of, you know, near me financially. Like I said, I own billions in equity, mansion in state, over 2,000 in jewelry, 530 on my wrist. Got you pissed?
It's a lie. It's all a lie. You're feeling very, very insecure right now. How do I know? Because you're reciting inventory. Yet again, it's what he does when he's not really feeling so good. We've been here for 1 hour and 1 minute on this Christmas morning, Christmas afternoon, whatever the time is, wherever you are. It's a quarter after the hour here right now, unless, of course, you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's 20 minutes until the top of the hour. Merry Christmas from Negative 43 TV.
Mineral rights, oil royalties, my own car lot I pay over $100 for every month. I got a $25,000 portion there. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, I'm poor right now with cash, of course, after what I went through that I explained fully. You've heard every detail. We've done like 8 million shows talking, so what's goody? If you heard what I said, then you got to acknowledge it. So you've definitely heard me, because I'm the biggest celebrity in all of time and existence now, and that's exactly where we're heading, brother.
As I said a couple of minutes ago, in the world of bull cows, which is to say in the world of purgatory, you're invisible. Nobody outside of us knows who you are. And for you, that's, believe it or not, that's probably a good thing. As much as we bother you, if you got out into the larger locale community, just plain wow.
So that's why it's crazy to me. But like I said, they want a pocket watch. Okay, I just told you what it is. I mean, that's incredible, bro. I was only around like 400 something, like, you know, maybe like 415 or something, and now I'm already at like 560. Yeah, I'm moving pretty quickly, bro. And what you got to understand is I'm planning to not stop at all. In fact, I'm planning to pick up pace. And I'm going to pray to God right now. God, please help me to get the finances. Remember, I asked him. Okay, God answers my prayers every time, buddy. I'm God's favorite. You better recognize.
Please pray.
Yeah, again, I told you, I got to get a couple of racks in my pocket, baby. That's what I'm trying to do. So I know you mad because you didn't think I could do it, because there's no opportunity here. And, you know, I mean, you've done everything you can, right? And none of it has worked. That's why you're not understanding, like, how in the hell does he keep making money? How in the hell? Because these folks, right, have tried to stop every opportunity that I possibly could get. So that's why they can't figure it out. I'm going to tell you why, partner, because God is real, brother.
God is real, and you're being punished. Look around you. Any version of God that is worshipped anywhere in the world despises you. You live God's wrath every day. Thank you.
Because everything real and genuine and pure over here. I make every dime spiritually, brother. You wouldn't know nothing about it, though, right? Because you an agent of Satan. And God don't bless the wicked. That's why none of you evil folks got any money, partner.
I don't have any money because I'm on a fixed income. That's just kind of the way that one goes, however. Yep. Sure is.
Y'all are too funny, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's hilarious, man. I mean, look at what you do with your time. You want to get online and type. You want a pocket watch. And then you wonder why you don't have a business that's succeeding like mine. Proof is in the pudding, brother. Right.
Sure.
Yeah. By the way, the Woffords, I did a little check-in on here. They still going through it. I told you.
Get me up to speed. What are the Whoppers going through? If they already blew their situation in New Mexico, it would not surprise me one bit.
Yeah. Still going through it, coach. Things ain't getting no better. They still going through it. I mean, they really going through it, bro. The Woffords. Welcome to the Woffords. We're always struggling. Welcome to the Woffords. We for sure can't sing.
Boy, he sure is witless, huh?
Welcome to the Woffords. We're stranded on the highway. Welcome to the Woffords. We'll block your account if we don't like what you say.
You are criticizing somebody for blocking account. You. Good God, your block list has to read like the fucking Manhattan phone book, if they still had one.
Yeah, Charles is still repeating himself as if he didn't hear what I said. He keeps saying, I replaced everything on the van. Like he did it like 10 times, as if you just got money growing on trees. Like with the narcs, bro, you would think, like with the Whoppers, the way they talk with as much fake digits as you make up, you would think y'all are making, $500,000 a year. Well, you can't even afford any gas or to get a new tire at any time. Come on, bro. What? Don't make no sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, like they just make up money. He's like, yeah, I replaced everything on this van, and it keeps going bad. And right, you want to blame shift, and you want to try to copy my story of what I actually go through every day on a daily basis.
Yep, it sounds like the Whopperds are probably still doing okay. That's why he's bitching oh so bitterly.
Right. And the reason why I don't a lot of times is because I don't keep talking about it like you. See, what you speak is what will be. You speak positivity, even if that's what folks want. What other people want for me is not whatever happens and they don't get it. What they get is disappointment when they see me winning with golf. So again, I mean, that's the thing. None of this stuff works. You understand? When you try it with, it just doesn't work, period. If you're a man of God and you truly have faith, none of that stuff is going to work, because it all comes from the devil and the devil weak.
Oh, okay. Here's an update from Red Screen. The listeners, if there are any, I'll still do it because it's important and you should know. Red says he talks about them so much and yet they haven't posted anything in months. So there's your answer right there. They're probably still doing very well for themselves. Very well, of course, being a relative thing, certainly nowadays.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, I mean, you got to keep persevering. Just, getting in a van and just driving around the country, and not knowing where you're going or what you're doing, and making up lies and excuses and, begging for money and always trying to have a sympathy plea. That's not pushing forward or persevering. That's going in a circle, brother.
This is all, of course, projection, but as usual, you didn't need me to tell you that.
Maybe that's what somebody need to tell you, because like I said, I mean, you had a lot to say, but who's running a successful business and who's coming up financially in front of you? And I mean, like I said, I got, billions in equity. I got a mansion and estate. I've always ran estates for years. Brother, paid for everything out of my own pocket. I bought everything I own. I paid for all my real estate out of cash, my money. Well, have you done that? I mean, what do you mean?
All right, everybody, it's that time once again. Yes, it's time to raise blisters on your brain. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please smoke them if you got them. You're on Negative 43 TV or otherwise entertain yourself. Yes, indeed, I am tap dancing while I'm trying to find, there it is, trying to find the proper Chiron. There it is now. Let's get lit. After all, Christmas trees are green. And that doesn't mean anything in particular, but still.
Like I said, you don't own any land, you own a patch of grass, and I don't believe you own that. That was given to you regardless, right? So, I mean, what are you talking about? The same thing that they try to role reverse and project, like that other stranger online was the other day. Like I said, that's always their situation. I don't worry about projection because projection doesn't exist. I worry about facts, brother. You see, factually, can't nobody tell me nothing because I paid cash for everything I own. That's why I'm always goody every single day. Nothing.
That's why you have nothing, because you have no cash. Negative 43 TV, Christmas morning.
Nothing will ever change because I pay cash and I believe in ownership, brother. It's all about ownership. But what do you believe in is the question, because, I mean, the way you doing things is clearly not working, you know? But yeah, no, they going through it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's all they do is just, you know, it's the same thing over and over again. It's a revolving door. And I mean, where are you even going? Like I said, you go to Kentucky, you go over here. I mean, all of them want to talk about these things. Like I said, they project. I'm not in your boat, though. I'm not going all over the country in a time when people really don't even want to travel because there's too much going on everywhere.
You would live that life in a moment, in a heartbeat, if you will. Please welcome another old friend of Negative 43 TV on this Christmas Day. It's Tyler Durden.
You know, that's the thing, like.
And yes, Tyler, he is goofy every day, not goody. Yes, sir.
You don't seem to get what it is. You don't seem to understand reality. You know, this is a very serious time in this country, man. There's a lot going on. I wouldn't want to be out there like that. Even me, as tough as I am, I could do it, but I wouldn't want to do it.
Why?
Why? Why would anyone want to do that right now? I'd love to travel the right way, not like that.
You would rather travel on a Greyhound bus because, once again, you would be in a position where somebody else was doing it all for you. Driving a van is probably beneath his stature at this point in his mind.
I mean, they going through it, bro. I mean, y'all want to talk about this and that, but they really going through it. You know, we ain't got to explain every little detail. See, that's the thing. They get on YouTube and then they worry about other folks. We don't. I'm just talking facts. However you feel about that is irrelevant. You feel me? See, that's the thing. I mean, you got to have a seat at the table. I mean, y'all can't sit at my table. I mean, are you the only self-made trillionaire? Folks back me, man. Folks support me, bro. I got a dude down here I can probably link up with on the music. I already told you I just met a dude from Virginia. I met a dude from Los Angeles. Everybody a fan of my music. Everybody down with me. Everybody riding with me. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Everybody shows me mad love. Everything is positive over here, and that's why I only deal with positive people. My promise this year is, as hard as it is, I don't even want to respond if it's not positivity. If it's not somebody saying something positive, because that's the only thing that's real and exists in my life is positivity. My whole life is positive and beautiful. So if you come in with some kind of other energy, well, then I don't need to talk to you or respond to you because it doesn't exist.
Then I guess you just need to shut up and go the fuck away.
And I want to teach folks this because it's the truth, okay? Matter of fact, it's going to be part of everything I'm doing now. I'm a motivational speaker for real, bro. I'm here to motivate and inspire. That's going to be our whole thing over here because I'm the most motivational story in existence, and it's still happening in front of you. Bro, I'm immortal. I've been through so much, it's unbelievable. You can't be serious, bro.
You're immortal. Explain your teeth. Explain your feet. Explain your scoliosis.
Bro, do you understand what I've overcome? Do you have any clue while you sitting there talking? Exactly. Unbelievable. Good. But they want to talk. Like, bro, you got to be equal to talk. And ain't no equals when I come around. Feel that? So, like I said, I'm a boss. So all we gonna do is business over here. I know you and your feelings. See, I don't have to do anything today if I want. I don't have to do anything anymore at all because I already made it. That's what you don't get. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, it's crazy because I've worked hard forever. I've worked job after job, and I have everything to show for it. Is wasn't that the goal of working the jobs?
You have everything to show for it. I'm not even going to make a joke here because it's just so obvious. At this point, that particular scenario is kind of a dead horse still. Even after a long, long break, that's still kind of a dead horse to me.
To have equity and invest and have ownership, and then be able to build your own businesses and make money. I did it perfectly. I'm what you got to follow. That's why the real people are saying, nah, everything that you've done is inspirational. People are telling me straight up, your business is an inspiration to me. I
Bullshit.
mean, do they got to spell it out more for you? You hear that?
You know what? I've already had a cup of coffee, and what the actual hell? I'm going to go ahead and do it again. It's Christmas Day. After all, Christmas morning where I am. So I will be back. Please, please talk amongst yourselves. Negative 43 TV. I'm going to mute the mic too. Let's see if we can have a mute game winner. We haven't had a mute game winner in a long, long time. Let's see if we can't make that goofy fun happen right here, right now.
It ain't just my business, bro. I build businesses like nobody's business. I love that one. Listen to that. That's gonna be another rap single. I build businesses like nobody's business. Yeah. I'm trying to get back to the music, homie, for real, real talk. I could do anything I want now. That's the whole thing. Y'all don't get like, y'all act like I gotta do everything all the time forever. I do it because I love it. That's why I do all this. I don't have to do it anymore. I do it because I want to. See, that's the thing. Like, this is real. This is real fame, self-made. This is real riches I'm creating. Like, trust me, bro, the people going to continue to back me. I need financial backing and support. And that's why, we got to get me up to at least like 5, 10 G's. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll talk. And even at that point, I still would want the public to back me because, like I said, if Trump can get 3 to 8 million off of begging, and he's a Mason, okay, and he ain't got to do nothing, and of course it's not his money, it goes into the campaign funds. But my point, because it's masonry, but my point is, if they can do that, why in the hell should we not get as much, if not more? If he can make 3 to 8 million, then I want 5 to 10 million. Because what I'm doing is actually helping the people. And see, that's why word going to travel, because people are going to say, we're going to get to the next level. I promise you, I don't care how we do it. I'm going to make sure it happen like I did all this manually. And people going here and they're going to say, yeah, he's an independent politician. He be talking and using his gift of gab, and he made the capital and the money independent himself through the people. He got the support of the people, and the people decided to back him financially. I know that's going to be something powerful. God put that in my mind to say that right now about me, that people are going to say, they're going to say, he won over the people and the public said, we going to back you financially, and his budget get produced by God himself. See how powerful this is? Ain't nobody done this in the history of time, brothers. So now what? You want to talk about Kanye now, who's a Mason who sold his soul? You want to talk about Jay-Z, who's a Mason who sold his soul? You want to talk about Diddy, who's a Mason who sold his soul? I mean, like I said, all of them, I mean, look at them. I mean, ain't none of them succeeding. What are you talking about? You want to talk about karma and this and that? I mean, aren't they the evil folks? Aren't you evil? What are you talking about? Like I said, let's talk about it. Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas. Have a holly jolly Christmas, because these folks don't have $2. They got a pocket watch me while I'm making money happily, and they're still in their feelings. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Unless you tune in to Tyree Sneed's show and he's doing better than you. Oh, I love it. I love it, man. I know y'all in your feelings. I love it, man. Real talk. And I don't even be trying, man. I don't even try. That's what y'all said the game was, right? That's what you say every day. Oh, well, this and that.
You don't even try, and I'll be dogged I didn't leave the mic muted. I'm getting pretty darn sharp that way anymore. Nega says, for the listeners, he does inspire me. He inspires me to dress normal and act normal. He inspires me to keep my job and brush my teeth. He inspires me not to be a street beat superhero knockoff. And Tyler Durden says, I love being homeless, cashless pain. Sounds about right. Merry Christmas.
Well, you playing some kind of other game. I don't know, bro. Like, real talk, it's weird. I don't know. We play games that make sense over here, homie.
Play games that make
dollars,
sense.
it ain't about none. How about that? Yeah, I'm already talking to a dude in Virginia. He rapped. That's all he want to do is make music, and I think he got like full music videos and stuff. So I'm gonna talk to him too. I'm gonna get in touch with everybody.
He may have full music videos, but the really important question for you is, does he have a couch?
Everybody. That's what folks don't get. I'm gonna make it happen because I'm doing this independently. So that's the thing. Like, I'm comfortable now. Like, I'm starting to get more comfortable every day. I'm getting in a groove with what I do, and I'm an entrepreneur. You know, so that's the thing. People look at me and they see money because I've always been.
You have groove confused with rut. To repeat, you have groove confused with rut.
Money. They can see it in my eyes, the ambition. They already know that guy's going to be successful. Bro, hell, I've had tons of women pursue me in the past because of that. I used to have women say, well, I want to blah, blah, you know, this and that, you know, now because I know you're going to be famous later. Real talk. Yeah. Not joking. People have seen my gift, you know, a long time, long before I ever did, you know, or really noticed it, you know, and I always knew I had gifts, but I didn't know it was this gift. God had to wake me up to it. So, man, I mean, I'm so beyond thankful. It's unreal. I came a long way, right, from when I was in Atlanta and, you know, going to gyms and thought that I was going to be in and out of jail for the rest of my life in prison, and thought that was the walk I was supposed to walk. That's what I thought I was supposed to do. So going from that to this, I've come a long way, brother. You know, and I did the same things back then. I made music, I worked out, I trained, but I just thought that that was what I was supposed to do. I didn't know any better. Knowledge is power, man. I learned so much, and I woke up because of experiences, some of them and a lot of them very bad experiences, but they woke me up, you know, and sometimes I feel that that's necessary. You feel me?
Yes, Nega, I did see that. That was fun. That sure was a good time. I saw the biggest part of it. I'll put it there.
That's what y'all don't get. I look at things like a redirection. Like, I look at it like God is redirecting me no matter what. See, you all in your feelings, so you couldn't handle it. You'd be like, God, why are you doing this?
You
and
bet.
Sometimes I am. You know, I don't understand it either, but, you know, I really don't be asking that or saying that because
you're afraid of the answer.
God loves me. You know what I mean? Like, I truly do. It's not something I ever doubt. Like, I know God loves me no matter what. Good people go through things, man. We all go through things. You know what I mean? It's what it is. It's about what you do with it, though. You know what I mean? And I'm the meaning of alchemy, because I'm the meaning of taking bad experiences and turning them into something positive and good. You know, the thing with me is I take bad experiences and turn them into money. You know what I mean? The people are listening, bro. You think people ain't seeing, oh, okay, he went through something. Yeah, it's half of why they probably helping me right now, because they know I need help.
You take bad experiences and compound them.
You know, I'm not doing what the waffles do. I'm not getting on here begging. I'm not, you know, trying to get sympathy. I don't got to be fake, man. I'm being real and being myself. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, you know, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, you know, they want a blueprint of my success, but there is no blueprint. You know why? Because the blueprint is God. That's why all of them trying to say that, oh, well, the blueprint is God. The blueprint is it. Yeah, but you don't want the blueprint to God. You want the blueprint to money. Quit lying.
You're using God as the blueprint for money. Please, please, please. No, don't stop. Keep going. It's fun.
The blueprint is God for me. It was never money. The money is
what
cool,
did I say?
It's never been my
What did I just say, kid? Sometimes the magic just happens.
Focus. I focus on God, and I focus on helping people and spreading love and positivity and preaching the word of God. And that is why God blesses me in turn, not because I'm looking for money. That's the difference between me and a lot of these evil folks. And that's going to be the difference as to why people support me and not you as well. Why? That's why folks want to help me. I don't even ask. I didn't even ask, bro. These past couple of days, y'all want to talk about Christmas and karma? Brother, my Christmas been beautiful because
I'm just going to leave this one up on the screen because right now I have 5 viewers and the odds of me even having listeners at this point is very, very slim, but it's totally understandable. Where I'm at, it's 8:39 in the morning on Christmas Day, so not a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome No Good Chaos. It's got to be chaos. It has to be chaos, and Merry Christmas to you too.
Everybody been blessing me. Literally, 2 guys walked up to me, homies of mine that I ain't seen in a while or a long time. Some of them.
What I just said, I'm going to read it for the listeners anyway, even though there are none, because it's just too quality. There's just too much wit to not read this. Negasonic says to Red Screen, he's going to start his own boxing league. The name will be Cassius Bane.
One of them said, here, you dropped this. He gave me like $7, bro, like wrapped up dollars. My other homie walks up to me, he said, Merry Christmas, gave me a $20 bill. People.
Oh, Chaos, it looks like you got some socks for Christmas, didn't you?
People love me, bro. So that's the thing. I don't got to have people lie for me. People really got love for me because they should, because I'm a good person. All I do is help people and save lives. You know what I mean? And I don't hide behind anything. Like, I'm a braveheart. You know, I'm about it. You know what I mean? So I stand on business. So that's my thing. Like I said, you got all these folks online trying to copy me. I mean, that's fine. Y'all all listen to me. One way or another, y'all all listen to me. So like I said, you're going to get the messages either way on here. Right? But like I said, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everybody, man. Like I said, I think I'm going to get off here in a second. I'm really tired, but.
Oh, boy, this is a good hit. Anyway, as he says that, he has 54 minutes to go.
You know, going through it still, you know, but like I said, man, we do nothing but build businesses over here. All we going to do is make money. While they in their feelings, we going to make more money. While they sleeping on me, we going to make more business moves. That's what we do. So, like I said, I know you in your feelings because, like I said, yeah, people can holler, man. This is all about business.
Cashless bank. I like it. Let's play the match game. The question is cashless blank. Fill in that blank for me, please. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you, and even people who aren't here, even people who will never, ever see or listen to this. Merry Christmas.
Okay. It's all on the channel. Everything's on the community wall. Like I said, I mean, they already paid me for that customized video. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna make sure I do it right when I'm able to do it. You know, I got a lot on my plate, bro. I run my business every day. I have stuff to do every day. I got on here right now because I know, and that's what I'm saying. I know that's what you would do if you were in my shoes and y'all actually could build this, because none of you could, right? You would do that. I already know. You just honestly, y'all would just be sitting on live streams all day. But see, that's the reason why I'm in this position and you're not. Because you don't get to this point just being redundant and repeating yourself. You don't get to this point just doing live streams. You get to this point off pure hard work and diligence and being smart enough to understand how this works and being a real businessman and entrepreneur, buddy. That's how I know y'all ain't never gonna make no digital money, because you don't know how to. You just know how to be redundant.
I see the match game may actually wind up being a little bit difficult because I have tried twice to enter one of my entries, which was, of course, cashless bitch. And I've had it kicked back twice. YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it a bit. So I changed it from bitch to bish. BISH, and it still kicked it back. Hey, algorithm, eat a dick.
So, like I said, I mean,
Merry Christmas to you, algorithm, you dick gobbling thing, you.
it is what it is. Let folks do what they want. You know what I mean? You know, they here for every show, bro. You see them at every show. They my biggest fans. They jelly as can be. They jelly as hell, but they all my biggest fans. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. You watching me succeed and keep on leveling up. Every time they sleep on me, I level up. Every time they do this stuff with the chat room or anything, you know, anything they do that comes from evil and the devil, every time God blesses me again. I'm telling you, you just pulled that stunt today again, right, with the chat room, and God said nope and blessed me again. I tell you, every time that I even, you know, slightly feel anyway, God is like, let me go ahead and make sure he have a great, beautiful day and night. Every time.
Let me make sure I crush your soul. That's what God says to you pretty much every single day. And hey, the algorithm did like cashless bum. You got anything for me?
So God says, here,
just don't use the word bitch.
Here's some more money. Yeah. As soon as you did that, I turned around and got blessed like all day today, back to back to back to back. I'm telling you, homie, anything sent my way, God is going to make sure that he protects me, takes care of me every single time. You understand? And God, I mean, it is what it is. God told me what it is already. Ain't no confusion with me. I know it in my soul and spirit. I believe in God. I know God got me.
Look around you. He does not have you. I have enough listeners or enough watchers now to where I may have some listeners. This one's from Dutchy. Cashless bank bag. Stock's gonna tank.
So, like I said, the people gonna take care of me because I take care of the people still. Like, that's what I love to do. People love me because I'm genuine. People have figured me out a long time ago, man. People know who I am.
Yep, Nega brings up a very good point. With certain words nowadays, self-censoring may actually make sense.
That's the whole point. These people wanted people to forget who I am, and they want to tell my story. Yeah, well, it didn't work. You know, the false testament stuff, that got shut down light years ago. You better catch up. You completely out of luck, partner. Trust me. And I got a lot of numbers behind me. That's what you don't seem to understand. And it's hilarious because they think they do. No, I do. Really, you don't understand. I got a lot of folks, you know, behind me right now. Like, genuinely, I got a lot of folks that want to genuinely support me. And like I said,
you have a lot of people behind you. It's truckers lining up to get some of that ass.
Anybody, if you want to see me win,
they're not only behind you, they're literally pushing.
We have to raise these funds because I'm trying to save and stack this money because I'm using it to help y'all. I'm using it so I can save lives. I'm using it so I can implement and put it into what I'm doing as Batman. I'm using it because I funded the Batman project out of my own pocket, going on almost 3 years, March, April, May time.
I'm using it so I can get cheap enchilada platters.
Like I said, what are you talking about? Bro, I had made over like 11 bands, remember? What are you talking about? $1,300 bat cycle, 7 bikes in inventory, all $200 to $300 each, bro. I never stopped. I kept working and pushing. I'm Batman. There's no confusion, brother. So people know I put a lot of money into what I do, and there's a lot of resources get expended and stuff. It's expensive.
Please welcome the traveling man here on this Christmas day. It is, in fact, Mr. Smith, and he's here right now. He says it's a very Batman Christmas. Yes, indeed. It's a very Batman Christmas, Charlie Brown.
So that's what I'm saying. Guy like Charles Wofford, he said, I always wanted to be Batman, but it's not feasible. I don't have the money.
Never said it.
And that's why you're not Batman. Well,
I'll go out on a limb. He never said it. Oh, hit the button, please. Oh, no reason to. I'll read this for the listeners. This is educational for those of you who may be newer here. It's from Nega. Pardon me. Jenny got him the vest, Temu, $35. She bought the scooter for $700, and he got it repaired 2 times at almost $300 each repair. I know this because Jenny told me. And Mr. Smith says, I'm in Boca Chica for work. It's wild how many times I am here in Brownsville and I never spot this guy.
I mean, you're not Batman because you can't fix a van. That's why you're not Batman.
You can't change a tire on a bike.
You're not Batman, and you're sure as hell not Van Man. I'll tell you that. You are not a mechanic by any means, brother. You and mechanics and vans just don't mix. Imagine every day, oh, I replaced this and that. Every day I replace this and that. I've taken such good care of this van, but it's breaking down every day. Well, I mean, question answered right there, buddy. Perhaps you should hire a mobile mechanic.
I'm surprised it let that one up, nigga.
You sure as hell ain't you. Hell, I've never even done mechanics, and I bet you I could fix that van up better than you, Charles. Seriously, I guarantee it.
So please welcome Lobster to the show on this Christmas Day. And Mr. Smith, the laugh track is annoying, but what I found for myself is after a while, I just kind of don't really hear it anymore.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, people funny as hell.
That does not mean it is not annoying, because it most certainly is.
Like, I mean, that's what he said. He said, it's not feasible because I don't have the money. Exactly. Did I have the money, Charles? Maybe what you don't understand is God is proving a point. See, God can give me all the money anytime. You know, God is he told me basically, I think he's already released my funds, so it's coming to me.
That can be true. If you listen closely enough, at times he will hit the laugh track at such a point that it will be laughing at him. It's true.
But it's going to come one way or another, and he might be proving a point in the process. And that's half the point, and what I want people to draw and gain from it is everything is a lesson in life. That's what people don't understand. And like I said, you got to really think about it. Isn't God proving a point to you? Think about what Charles Wofford said. He said, I want to be Batman. I always wanted to be Batman, but it's not feasible. I don't have the money. It's like Achilles said, and that's why no one will remember your name. Remember? That's why no one will remember your name. Right. You said, it's not feasible. I don't have the money. You know what my attitude was? I didn't have the money. This whole time I didn't have the money. Hell, I didn't have any money. And you know what? I still got up every day, and God said, keep getting up, keep showing up. And even when I had absolutely nothing, I mean, y'all remember when I was out here with absolutely nothing, okay? And I needed help, and I asked people for help, and nobody would do nothing for me, remember? And I still kept pushing. Every day, I still kept getting up, okay? I'm talking about y'all want to sit there and say this and that. Brother, I came from nothing out of this. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. You've seen it all in front of your eyes. See, everything that you tried to say something about or make your little comment about was something that God was using to build me, and was a point that God was proving in front of you to you. That's why you felt some way and had to say it, remark or comment, because you knew and saw the truth in it, that God was working on me and proving that he was his point, that this is what happens when you take someone who really got heart and they gonna build no matter what. Stop being so proud of and talking about what you got, because when you don't have, that's what makes character. You want to know something to brag about? When you ain't got nothing and you're going to get up and keep going and get to it. That's something to brag about.
That was my coffee cup there. Well, Chaos, I saw a post from Jenny Girl Jen. I don't know if that's actually her or not. I have seen a couple of posts from her lately, but she really hasn't been anywhere near here. I'll put it that way. And what do I think his functional IQ is? About 95.
Not all this nonsense about, oh, I got this and that. Right. And you had everything handed to you and I didn't. I didn't have a thing given to me. No support system. Nobody did a thing for me. Had everybody trying to hold me back still to date. And I still made it on my own, boy. How about you do that? That's what means something. That's character. Yeah, God gave me the tools and resources and the mentality and the heart, and built the character and the soul and spirit within me and the strength. Okay, the stability, the fortitude to be able to build anything at any point now. That's God's gift to me. That's just one of them, of the many, right? And hell, that's my prayer answered.
It's 54 minutes after the hour, right here in Sneedville. I know that for certain. And let me see if I can figure this one out. So that would mean that in Newfoundland and Labrador, it would be... Oh man, I'm too high to even figure that one out. I think it might be like 29 minutes till, 28 till, who knows?
So don't ever doubt God, brother. You know what I mean? So like I said, that's my thing. People see, oh yeah, he gonna keep up, he gonna keep getting up and keep going. I'm gonna keep showing up.
Lobster says it's about 80, and Kelchu says, again, reading it for the listeners, well, let's see, we had a big jump there. Roughly where I was at, Rich, I'm wondering if we are being over generous at times, to be honest. It could very, very well be. Hey, look, it's Tricky. Tricky is almost never here, a time difference thing and whatnot. Thank you so much for the super chat, Tricky, and Merry Christmas to you too, sir.
I don't care. See, I don't care what I'm going through. I don't care how tired I am. I'm going to get up and get going. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's the thing, you know, that's the easy part for me. You know, I try to work on the other part of it, you know, because I do, you know, gotta relax. And
Christmas is bringing old friends around. Please welcome SRP Designs to the show.
I need rest. You know what I mean? That's the hard part for me. As far as the getting up and getting going part, I've always been good at that.
No, I actually didn't watch anything yesterday, what with the whole Christmas Eve thing going on. Did he really admit to waking up under an overpass? Please tell me it's so.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think folks know what it is with me, man. I'm just me. You know what I mean? But, yeah, people got mad love for me, man. And like I said, we just going to keep on building. So, yeah, like I said, I mean, you know, which aspect do you want to talk about? Again, I told the Woffers what it was. All my predictions came true. They're struggling every day more and more. It's getting harder and harder. They're just going through it in a cycle, repetitive, nonstop. I mean, what are you talking about?
You know, Lobster, yeah, not even half awake yet. I'm completely awake, but man, I am not used to being up at 4 minutes until 9 in the morning where I live at. Oh boy, it's different, and I'm probably committed to attempting anyway to stay up the entire day. I'll tell you what, by bedtime, I'm going to be one tired old man.
I mean, you know, like, I would love to travel, but I for sure as hell ain't trying to travel the way they do.
In a van? In a van that they own? Yeah, far better to let somebody else drive you around.
When I travel smoothly, sister.
You go Greyhound and leave the driving to them.
And me, I'm always up for an adventure, but an adventure like that, I don't know about that. A bunch of can't get right. Can't get right. So yeah, what you got to understand, there's a lot more people listening now than you expected and thought, right? That's what folks do. They listen and they act like, oh, I'm the only one here that's listening to them.
I will say that for the time of day, time of morning that he went live, he got 68 views. Probably more than he usually gets in that same amount of time.
I'm going to type something. No, there's like...
And please welcome Brother R-Dash to the show on this Christmas morning on Negative 43 TV.
Millions of people hearing me, bro. I don't care what y'all say, bro. I got tons of fans everywhere. That's why you in your feelings. But yeah, no, it's Batman reality check time. Like I said, all we do is make money and build businesses. And like I said, everything with me, my business is doing excellent. I'm not just surviving, I'm thriving. Finish.
Wow. Your idea of thriving is your idea and your idea alone. Again, we are watching Batman reality check time on this Christmas morning.
Now we're starting to get there just a little bit. We starting to move. And like I said, now I got to get 5, 10 G's in my pocket. That way I can completely chill for a minute and just relax. And I'll know I made it, you know what I mean? And I'm going to keep building from there existentially. I'm trying to make me over $1 million.
He's going to build from there existentially. Oh yeah, and still smoke them if you got them time. So I'm really going to rip one here. And after that, we're going to put her to bed right now. Smoke them if you got them, maybe back before the show's over.
It's quick. That's what you don't get while you talking and sleeping on me. Watch me do it too. You know what I mean? Like, y'all sleeping on me, bro. I mean, you got to understand how much money is getting made and spent here. Like, you're funny.
I agree, Kelchu. I think he knows. I think the delusions have got to be getting to a point where they're really not masking the truth as well as maybe they once did. And please welcome Eddie Guerrero on this Christmas Day.
You're really funny. You know what I mean? So that's what.
Merry Christmas to you, Eddie.
What I'm saying, bro. Like, they don't even understand, bro. I spend money every day, man. I do things every day, bro. Like, I'm a boss all around. I keep getting the job done. I keep on showing up. It's amazing, man. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. I told you, I said, anytime I worked a job, anything I ever did, I always created multiple sources of income. I'm doing it right now in front of you. And I'm basically creating new businesses and residual sources of income. You better quit sleeping on me.
Yeah, starving is very difficult to deny, even though he still continues to do that. But the veneer is getting thinner.
So like I said, man, you know, people want customized videos, holla at me. Like I said, $25 for a customized video. That's going to be one of our biggest things now, because I know it's going to work. And that's the thing. We do motivational content. I want to be my main thing, but we could do anything. We give advice, we help people, but mainly the videos, especially for Christmas, since it's Christmas, if people want anything like that, that's why they reached out to me. Let me know, bro. You know what I mean? Because people are my fans. So, like, if you want a video from me speaking directly to you to help you or give you advice, 100% I'll do that for sure. And I'm going to do it right, too. So, I mean, I don't know. Let me know. You know what I mean?
He absolutely does define fuck up chaos. And hey, I've got 19 people here, so let me remind you of the movie that is in production, and I'll be going to work on that as soon as I'm done here, because going to bed is kind of pointless. It's going to be called Trash Bags and Glad Rags. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking maybe I can have this thing done for New Year's Eve. I wouldn't hold my breath on that, but it's an idea that I have in the back of my mind. So look forward to that. Trash Bags and Glad Rags. It's in production, and it will happen soon.
3 ways to pay me. You know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, that's all we do is business. All we do is excel and succeed and just keep coming up. Like I said, what are we at? Like 324 world records? It's Christmas, homie. You know what I mean? It's Christmas, and I'm right now on this live stream. Right now, y'all should be donating and super chatting. That's the only priority you should have. You feel me? Like, real talk. What is people talking about or doing, bro?
On Christmas Day, your only priority should be this fuck up. Only here, ladies and gentlemen, only here on Negative 43 TV.
It's about to be 6 in the morning and it's Christmas, man. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But like I said, so, I mean.
Oh, this is for the listeners from Lobster. Custom Batman Christmas video from Tyree Sneed. Bleak. I'd buy one if I thought he would actually do the video script I'd want, though. 0% chance, Lobster. 0% chance.
Y'all got all day to donate, man. You know, 3 ways to pay me. Come on, man.
It's
Christmas time. Let's see if the public, you know, y'all don't have to see me in person to pay me, and you don't got to hand me cash only. I love that. Please keep doing that. Real talk. Don't stop that. But I'm just saying, it's Christmas, man. People can pay me all day. And when it ain't Christmas, you can keep paying me. That's the thing, 100%. I'm building an empire over here, buddy. You know, I already built the entire infrastructure. I got people waiting on me. I just got to get this 5-10 G's. That's what I got to get.
I got to get 5-10 G's too. Boy, that would really, really be nice. I'd be able to get an inexpensive car. That would be a wonderful thing.
Man, it may sound impossible. It ain't. Nothing is impossible with God, brother. If you ain't learned that by now, watching me, I give up. If you ain't learned that by now, period, I give up. Because
welcome, Coaches, to the show on this Christmas Day.
God has been.
Merry Christmas to you.
Proven. God has proven his point all across the board. Like, trust me. I don't ever doubt God. I believe in God with every fiber of my being, bro. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. God brought me this far. If God is with me, who can be against me, bro?
God's not with you, and everyone's against you.
So I mean, that's the thing. People love it, and I'm bringing the community together. God is bringing the community together through me, with me. I mean, like I said, I'm the vessel he uses, man. We're making everything a totally positive, loving environment. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm about, positivity and love. You understand? So it is what it is. I'm also the enforcer of divine law. Don't forget that one. That means true justice, buddy.
True justice. You don't even know how to wipe your own ass. That's it for Smoke 'em if you got 'em for right now. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, hi, Tyree. Not Merry Christmas, just hi. And saying hi to you is probably a little bit too much, even if it is a Chiron.
I love it, man. Folks are so funny, bro. They sowing their feelings over little old me. It's hilarious. You know what I mean? And that's my thing. Like all these folks that act like, oh, I want to talk to you so bad. You know, people want to pull over and talk to me. Like, bro, if you want to talk to me so bad, pay me. You got 3 ways to pay me. Pay me. You can pay me and you can talk to me. It's not that difficult, man.
Not happening. And I just heard a snatch of this one. There's a word that needs to come back. Did he run to the cops and try to rant or try to narc on somebody? He was mentioning something about the FBI doesn't make arrests or anything. Or was that just a fellow lolcow? If anybody knows, please tell me right here, right now.
Real talk. Like people should 100% support me. There's no question on that. Like, why would you not support a righteous, good man who's saving lives and helping people? And like I said, I'm the one who built and runs the Batman project out of my own pocket. Everything I'm doing is to help people.
Christmas justice indeed, Lobster. This is certainly a day, probably the day in the year where the lonely people feel it the hardest. Many I have sympathy for, many I don't. He would be one that I really don't have sympathy for.
And protect and defend. You can't be serious. So, like I said, no, I mean, like I said, realistically, I was really almost in a much, harder position than the Woffords.
You're in a harder position than the Woffords right now. Here's some clarification from Nega, reading it for the listeners. One of the golf cart grannies at the golf course is a retired FBI agent, and told him that. So when Tyree heard that, he said, "How come you're not making any arrests then? LOL," and then finished it off with, "He then served and ran off because it was someone that in that IRL in real life."
Then Charles and all of them, right? And I'm not even going to say that, because I'm blessed. I've been blessed, so I wouldn't say that. But, in a lot of ways, it felt like it. That's why I was actually asking him.
Okay, I got my phrasing together here. Allow me, please, to try this one again. One of the golf cart grannies, I'm a little high at this point, at the golf course is a retired FBI agent, and told him that. So when Tyree heard that, he said, "How come you're not making any arrests then? LOL." Man and boy, that's daft. Daft. There's another word that needs to make a comeback.
Like, yo, can you help me out? Like, real talk. And did they? No. So that's my point. Like, brother, I don't have your mentality. You see how you said I don't have the money, so it's not feasible. And then those type of people try to say, "Oh, I'm realistic." Clearly not, because I didn't have the money, and you see, I didn't let that stop me. I believed in God, and God and I did this together, and we built everything together, and we making money together. So how you like me now?
I hate you.
God told me straight up. He said, "We gonna do this together." He said, "You don't." God told me straight. Talk to me. He told me straight up. He said, "You don't understand. I'm gonna be with you the whole time, and I'm gonna make it happen." God told me. He said, "We gonna do this together. Watch." Do you think I understood what the hell he was talking about at the time? No, I was very confused.
What's new?
Sometimes God be talking to me, and I'd be like, "Say."
There, he said he was very confused and then he fired the laugh track, not once but twice. That would be an instance where he's using the laugh track to mechanically laugh at himself. I just wonder.
What? Say it again. Say it again. But like I said, I end up listening to God every time, and God has never failed me, and He won't fail you. Like I said, that's what.
Well, yeah, I imagine that being in the FBI is a lot like being in the Marines in that once you're there, you're always an FBI agent. So yeah, I'm sure of that.
What we do. We try to make sure that we bring people to God the right way and have them build a relationship with God, and that's what we're all about.
From Coach Cheese, this is worth it for the listeners. That is the definition of using the Lord's name in vain, not cussing, but claiming that God is backing your enterprises.
So, like I said, I mean, it just is what it is, man. I got people behind me, man. I got people supporting me. Might have some opportunities coming my way. We'll see what is up. You know what I mean? Like I said, all things are possible with God. You know what I mean? Well, with God, through God. It's all God. I give all credit and glory to God. You know what I mean? Other than that, I love Christina more than anything. I love you.
Now, they were on the outs sometime last week, but he got back with it real quick. I believe he actually got contacted. Damn it.
Pray for you every day. She's talked a little bit, but she's still going through it, I can tell. But yeah, I love Christina. I love you more than anything. That's just the honest truth. You know what I mean? And I've always been here for her and I always will be, you know. So outside of that, I mean, like I said, I mean, this is a money maker, man. We just gonna keep on making money. You know what I mean? Like, so however folks feel about it, I mean, they could keep feeling the same way. But like I said, it's just, I'm sorry, but it is just hilarious, man. But nah, the Wofford's, they going through it, bro. You know what I mean? They are going through it. And I mean, that's the thing. See, they look at everything as a come up.
You know, the point was made in the comments a few minutes ago that at least it would appear that the Woffords do in fact love each other. You would have to love one another to stay together through all of that fucking shit. I'm not a fan, but that's an absolute truth. And no, he can't get enough of that fried catfish. It keeps the dream of money alive.
So that's what they do. Oh, they going through it and then they get on there and, you know, beg and do the same sympathy plea. And then somebody sends them, you know, a little bit of money, like $25, and they feel like they've, you know, accomplished something. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Like, I mean, you're trying to get by off the strength of everybody else and other people. That was not something that I ever did. You know, I really kept getting up. I've made my own money. I work hard. I mean, we're not the same. And people be telling them that in they chat. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people support me because I'm righteous and good. And the thing that folks like that got to understand, you can say what you want. I guarantee you the support that I get and have gotten and will continue to get is way more than anything that you talk about or looking at. I can guarantee that. That's the part they don't want to talk about is, no, I'm going to always make more money than you. I've always made more money than you, and I'll always make more money than you. You know why? Because I'm righteous and I'm a good person. But yeah, no, this is like an election, homie. We got to get the people behind us. So yeah, like I said, that's my goal, and I need your help in the public, everybody, to help me do it. I'm not I'm not, everything I'm doing is crystal clear. I don't have any other motive or agenda. I'm not greedy. I'm not selfish. I want to get this money. I got to get 5 to 10 G's together because that's the only way I can expand. I'm trying to get this up to Austin so I can start doing this in Austin. And when I go to Austin, I'm probably going to have to struggle, at least at first, to put it together. I'm going to probably look for work, and I want enough money in my pocket where I'm comfortable enough and have funds to do that and to get hotels and do what I need to do to move around while I look for work up there and try to get it going. That's all I need, and I can get this whole thing moving. Okay, I've got everything set up. I just got to get the money.
Well, everything you just listed is for you impossible, so I suppose you're fucked on a permanent basis. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mimi Loves to the show on this Christmas Day on Negative 43 TV. Merry Christmas to you, Mimi.
So if we can get 5, 10 G's,
and happy holidays too.
On the road, and then I get this project going up in Austin. I can go to Katy, Texas. I can start going on vacations. If I'll get work in Austin or anywhere, Austin's the only place really that I feel I can do it as of right now, but we'll see what happens. God will open doors that I didn't even know existed. He'll open doors that have been closed forever. God gonna make it happen. But my point is, God's gonna put me in the right place at the right time, though. Where I'm supposed to be, not where I may want to be or think I'm supposed to be. He gonna put me where I'm supposed to be. So, that's my thing, though. Like, then I could extend out to Katy, Texas. There's a lot of things I could do.
We have been here 2 hours on this Christmas morning. At least it is where I'm at, right here on Negative 43 TV. You're opening your presents with Negative 43 TV right here, right now.
You know what I'm saying? So,
or maybe you're not. It's just something I said,
Like I said, we just got to build. I need 5, 10 G's at least. I got to have at least 5 G's before I can fully get this project going to the next level. We've already expanded as much as we can here, and I want to expand out more. And that's the thing. Like, after I did that, let's say I get 5 G's or 10 G's, right? Even let's say 5. Let's say I get over $5,000, right? And I go up to Austin. I get all this moving. It'll be hard. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard, even harder than it was here, right? Probably, and maybe not, because God will help. God provides, man. God will have it where, like every need I have will be met. So, I'm not saying it'll be necessarily harder. I'm sure he wouldn't make it harder, but it might be a lot easier. I don't know, but I'm just saying folks generally don't do much or help, but it may be different because of God. He'll change it. He'll work on people and the hearts of people to help me, so I don't know. I just know it could work, but I need at least $5,000, 5 to 10 G's. So let's say I get $5,000, I go up to Austin. Okay. Then you don't think if I get more money flowing, and especially with what I'm doing and how much money I can make up there, because my income will immediately increase. Biggest city. It'll have an effect on everything. I guarantee you I'll get more views, everything. So my income will increase. My income will go up tremendously, probably quickly. Okay. So you have to understand,
tremendously, probably. This is some of the most insane shit I've ever heard. Incoherent? You bet. You know who's never incoherent? In fact, he's in control of everything everywhere. He just got done delivering presents to all the little children around the world. Yes, in fact, he's not just the real Tyree Sneed. He is, in fact, the real Santa Claus. He rocks like that.
Making a move like that, then we've expanded already to Austin. And that's going to make me so proud when I get to do that. That's like my first move. And you still got to understand,
I'll read this for the listeners. It's from RTS. Happy Crimbus.
Got to give me, all this other money. We don't got to keep discussing what, but all this money that I'm owed, I got to get. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we talking, potentially a whole lot of money, like millions of dollars possibly. So, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's going to come to me one way or another, man. My success is inevitable. You better quit sleeping on me.
I like Mimi's idea. Please hit the like, everybody.
And that's all I'm telling people and all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, bro, just pay attention, bro. Pay attention, man, because I'm doing the real thing, and I'm a hustler and a gangster, and I'm really making moves just like I always was, and that's why I always had them in their feelings. That's why they was always over here typing while they hiding, talking about, what, you think you the only one making moves? You sound just like the folks in that church group, that dude that claimed he was from Dallas and he was out there in Conroe, right? Pastor Icy Mike, and ain't had no ice on him at all. That man said, he said, well, if you got a bank account, you can't tell me nothing about having no money. I just looked at him. I said, what in the hell is this dude? Who the hell is this guy? What did he just say?
You know what? Since RTS is here, there's only one thing that I can possibly do at this time, ladies and gentlemen. One last time. It's smoke 'em if you got 'em. All I can say is thank goodness I don't need to drive on this Christmas morning.
So you don't realize there's millions of people all over the country and the world with bank accounts that are totally empty? That's how you know right there somebody never seen no money. That man must have never made no money ever. See what I'm talking about? And
yeah, you've never made any money ever. There you go.
All they care about is money. So you gotta understand, people like that ain't even on my radar. You know, that's the point. Like I said, like, you know, I go public, I expose all that, but them folks over there, they funny as hell. They can't even fathom what I'm doing, because the intelligence level and the IQ level is so at another point. Like, I'm so above par, it's unreal. That's why folks like that, I let them do it to themselves. I let them talk. I let them tell themselves what they want. I let them keep being petty, right? And me,
I'm so above par. People also like to say, well, that was a subpar effort. Yeah, I'm a golfer. A subpar effort is excellent. Yeah, what he just said is bad.
Meanwhile, like I said, who's winning? Who's succeeding? They can't get anybody in their ministry homes. They can't get anybody to support them because everyone knows they're corrupt and that they're lying about everything. And half of what they're doing, right, is not right, right? So, I mean, what are you talking about? But me, right, through this as well, that's another thing I can end up doing, is I can open my own ministry home, and then I can start helping the youth and helping people and teaching them, and we can start building successful people. That's why I do the fitness, because we're building mind, body, spirit, and soul, and we're building people to help people. See, these people don't get, they think it's just about Batman. No, it's about helping the people out here in the public to become better people and people of God, to wake them up to who they are and who they're intended to be, instead of just settling. And that's half the reason why the so-called women are going through it and can't think and don't know what's going on. And they're all complaining, woe is me. Why am I going through this? You know, why are these people around me doing all this? Like what I go through every day. Why is this happening? Because you, right, don't want to listen to God.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Please welcome on this Christmas, Tucker's Doghouse. Merry Christmas to you as well, and yours.
Right? Or you want to talk about God, but you don't want to really build a relationship and listen to God. Because I'll tell you one thing, if you was listening to God, I don't care how dark your situation is, because look what I just went through, and I keep surviving the impossible. I don't care how dark your situation is, God's going to pull you straight out of it if you truly believe in Him. That's the real truth. The truth is, half the situations so-called women and people complain about, you could have been walked away from 6 years ago. You just didn't have the heart and the courage, because again, you didn't have what? Faith. See, people don't get that what this is this is a faith-based business. That's why they don't understand. You know why I make money? Because of faith, brother.
You know what? If he won the Powerball, can you imagine the content? Can you imagine the content? What is the over-under for him blowing almost $1 billion? Probably under $1 billion after taxes. I'd give him 5 years.
You know why I can't be stopped? Because of faith, brother.
You can't be stopped because you never start.
You know why the money just keep on accruing and keep coming to me, and people keep handing me dollars and handing me money and handing me 10s and 20s and 5s and 1s, and people are perplexed by it. And why are you asking for money?
Massive breakfast is coming as soon as the show is over.
I should have been doing that 50 years ago. I'd be rich by now. Yeah, why don't we say the truth? People say
that is how you do Christmas breakfast there, Lobster.
things and say what they say because they like, man, I should have been on that. Like, he a genius. He's smart as hell. Like, yeah. Also, one thing in psychology, if you ever learn.
I will read this because in all likelihood, Tyrie's listening right now. Lobster says, I'm not even hungry. It's a spite breakfast. LOL. You get that? He's not even hungry, but he's going to have a huge breakfast simply because you can't. I find that to be quite witty.
If you ask people to help you with small favors, it actually builds relationships. People don't look at it as a burden, you know, but you got to be a genius to know this stuff and do your research. I know everything about human behavior. If you ask,
you're not a genius. People get sick of people like you extraordinarily quickly.
Ask people to help you with something, it builds relationships and helps establish connections that actually last. And what is it doing for me? So that in turn helps me to build my business, since it all travels by word of mouth, because people know me and we have a real relationship built. Like, yeah, I know him, he's good people, and we're actually connected on a human level. See, this is why all corporate America fails, because they don't build a human connection with people like me. All they know how to do is worry about money and currency, and it's all robotic. Tell me when I'm lying.
You're lying right now.
Corporate America was created by Satan. If you ain't noticed, that's why none of them succeeded and they're all failing. That's why we're dismantling corporate America right in front of your face, and there's nothing you could do about it easily. Because guess what? I ain't trying to dismantle nothing because I never had to. You understand? God's already doing that for me, because everything.
You never had to dismantle anything because it was rubble to begin with.
The plan. Oh, it was part of the plan.
And I'm not talking Bernie here.
Regardless, because God's the only one who gives the devil the authority or allow him to even move, brother. See, all you evil folks don't get, you're just pawns and puppets in God's game. You better wake up to who's in charge, brother. That's why they get online. Oh, well, we're in power because we're watching you. We're watching you, Tyree. We're watching you real closely. Look at him, how good and handsome he looks today.
I'm really tired of the whole handsome riff. Aren't you, ladies and gentlemen? Please welcome Officer Boogeyman is back. Merry Christmas to you.
Exactly how they sound, exactly how they talk, right? I mean, hell, I mean, you can hear it. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, bro. Like, come on, bro. You know, like, it's ridiculous. Some of them are from New York. Yeah. Oh, there's Tyree making some more money today. Look at him at live stream at 6 in the morning and he hasn't even slept. It's past his bedtime. Who the hell does he think he is, staying up past his bedtime?
Gotta read this for the listeners. It's from the great, the real Tyree Sneed. He says, laughing my ass off. That spoke volumes, didn't it? We're all just pawns and puppets in God's game. He's God's hostage.
Oh, I love it. Real talk. That's exactly how they talk too. Real talk. I got the voicemails to prove it. Hello, Tyree.
And we'll follow that up with another thought from RTS. That's why he's constantly kissing up to God. LOL. It's all just bargaining. Nothing is genuine. It's a pretty good day for listeners, but it almost always is here on Negative 43 TV.
I'm still over here pressed and triggered 26 years later. Like 26 years, you would have think you would have gotten over it by now, lady. This is ridiculous. No, Tyree, I'm still triggered and pressed. I'm still worried about you and all that money you're making.
He's getting fairly unbearable right now, but stay with me.
I'm gonna make sure I go in your chat room today and type a whole bunch of comments while the whole world's watching and laughing at me, because that's what I do. People are hilarious, man. You got to wake up and you got to start laughing at this stuff, man. Some folks you just can't take seriously. You know, that's what I'm realizing and learning. I cannot take that chat room seriously. That's for sure. I can't take these folks seriously. You ain't never been serious. That's what I realize. It ain't worth me feeling any way or, me going through anything, because it ain't worth it. It's a joke. It ain't real. Real talk. What I notice with them people, they everything they do is fear-based. So it's just like they show you in the principles they teach you in these films. If you in a vibration of love and you don't succumb to fear and don't care about fear and it doesn't even exist to you or enter the equation, you good money. Straight up.
There is a song out there, many of you may not have heard it. It's from a band called King Missile, but it's pronounced Missile. When we're done here, look up a song called Up My Ass by King Missile. You won't be disappointed, and it's almost like Tyree's life story.
So like I said, that's my thing. Like, this is all to me an experience that God is teaching me. It may be a hard one. It may have been an impossible one for me. You didn't see it. I did. It's been impossible. Every day is impossible right now. I'm going through it as we speak. Every day is hard. But you know what? That's what life is about. And the only way that you succeed and the only way you get to the next level is because of the things you go through. And when you're a chosen one and you're God's chosen one for real, he's going to put you through everything. That's what I've realized and learned. And that's why I go through it. That's why I fell in love with the struggle. I thought the first time I went to jail in Atlanta, I think I remember, I'm reflecting on jail.
He's reflecting on jail. Oh, how nice for him. The post continues really hard. Christmas Day or not, please welcome Kara Carlton Sneed to the show. And she says, for the listeners, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa Eve. You are all going to prison. And then Officer Boogeyman follows up with, God don't like beggars.
But even when I was younger, I'm just saying the truth. I used to look at, and listen to what I'm saying here and really listen. I used to just look at, because, I people watch, you know what I mean? And I was young, I was learning, you adapt to your environment and you learn. And I used to look at all, the criminals or whatever you want to call them. I mean, all the human beings that were in there and the people. And I always thought there was something beautiful about people that struggle and that went through things. That's what folks don't get. I got nothing but love and positivity within me. I don't. All my eyes see is with love and positivity. I even see the good in people that don't feel like they have none.
Your eyes see like kaleidoscopic visions. That's what your eyes see.
Or none to offer. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's what I always notice. I always look at them and I'm like, seeing all these grown men, and then I'll be wondering, like, why are they going back and forth with each other? And like I was, I was just witnessing it. I was like, man, this is kind of pointless. Like that's the thing. Your train of thought is very important. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them people, they was just in and out of jail or whatever. A lot of them were probably in there for a long time, and a lot of them was older than me. You know what I mean? And you got to think about that. Like, when that's your mentality, I understand standing on business, but what I don't understand is sitting there, arguing for no reason and worrying about stuff that's irrelevant. Because that's the difference. Is like, anytime I was in that environment, my goal was to get out and get free. And a lot of people, that's not their goal in there. A lot of people don't seem to think. And it's because they're giving in to the pressure. That's why. It's not a tough thing. See, that's the thing these folks want to say. I've noticed that they like to use that a lot too, right? They like to, test the gangster. They want to pretend and this and that, and they want to encourage you to be gangster and thugging. So they say, like back in the day, they were saying, oh, well, I thought you was a G. Oh, okay. That's what the devil do. He tried to do these fake tests and he's trying to influence you, right? Because he wants you to make a mistake. That's what that about. You see, the devil saw my future way ahead of time. So that's what the devil do. He tried to trick you out. He tried to trick you off your throne. That's what
the devil looked at you and said, "Thou shalt be a fuck up."
what them narcs do, because they all agents of Satan. You better wake up. That's what they do. They try to trick you off your throne because they see you getting somewhere, and they see what's inside, in you and the gifts you have, and they see the vision that you got. Even if you didn't have a vision yet, they already see what you can become.
He owns him completely, officer, completely. Pink slip and everything.
And they don't like that too much. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Wait a minute. He just quoted the hokey pokey. He just quoted the fucking hokey pokey. We have about 17 minutes of source material left. By the time I get done running my mouth, we'll be here another 25 minutes to half an hour. Negative 43 dB.
I'm keeping it a buck. That's facts. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, it just makes perfect sense to me. So I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro. Everything is about struggle. I mean, and the world clearly sees beauty in struggle too, because if they didn't, how come everybody gravitating to me?
Yeah, I know. It's like he calls himself a comedian, but he's a humorless. Oh. Fill in the blank with your favorite expletive on that one.
See, folks gravitate to me because my aura grows more powerful every day, my energy, because I do the spiritual work, because I already did it all and I continue to, because you can't do it all because it's infinite. See, I grow and expand every day. I'm becoming a stronger, like more powerful person every day. Y'all focus on money. I focus on spiritual work. It's different. I focus on God. I keep my eyes on God like he told me to, and keep my eyes on the prize. So my deal is, when I focus, and I really focus like on the money for a minute, like I'm about to start doing, yeah, I bet you I'm going to make all the money, because now I'm focused on it finally, because before I wasn't.
Please warmly welcome Orza on this Christmas day right here on Negative 43 dB. I'll read it for the listeners. He's coming in hot. When God was making Tyree, he was like, look at this one. This one's going to be funny.
You feel me? Like, once I start focusing on it, yeah, that money going to come. You feel me? So, I mean, what's up? You know what I mean? Like I said, that's the reality check. You know what I mean? Like, brother, I'm not anywhere near satisfied. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm grateful for what I have completely. I'm grateful for what God has given me.
If you're content with your situation, you've simply given up. What you have, you just won't admit it.
I mean, eternally, bro, beyond comprehension, beyond words. Words can't even describe how grateful I am, truly. You know what I mean? But I'm ambitious as hell, and God knows that, and I'm not near satisfied. I want it all. You understand? I want it all for the purpose of helping people, though. You understand? So, like I said, God gave me God-given authority, and you can hear it in my voice and the way I speak, and you see it in the way I carry myself and my demeanor. So, I mean, I can't thank him enough for that, and just everything that he's done for me, man.
I just need to say this out loud, not necessarily for the listeners. I just need to say this out loud. It's from Mimi Loves. He said God and Batman worked together. Yep, yes, he did. Thank you.
So, like I said, that's all I'm about. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like I said, it's self-explanatory now. But yeah, like I said, all we gonna do is make money over here. All we gonna do is business. All we gonna do is make bread. You feel me? In the right way. You know what I mean? So, like I said, however folks feel about that, I mean, good. If you feel some way about me making money, good. Maybe you should. You know what I mean? Real talk. Maybe you should. Because I mean,
we do feel some way about the lack of money that you make. We find it hysterical. We find it hilarious. There are a lot of yucks in there, as they used to say in the 30s.
It's only, the wicked, evil people who feel some way about me making money. It's never good people. It's never anything like that. It's always the people who, like I said, they don't, have the right mentality and don't know how to do for themselves. That's facts.
He certainly didn't. It's something that we should not forget. This is for the listeners. It's from Mimi. Again, he cussed God out also because God, he had no money yet. That is an absolute truth. I heard that one. And God better come through with this money. I've heard that a few times.
You know what I mean? So other than that, like I said, I mean, I support everybody, man. You know what I mean? I support everybody. I want to see everybody win. And I'm going to continue to be the same person and same dude no matter what. And that's what people don't get. You know, I don't let the way that folks act or their behaviors or the way they are affect me at all. I keep moving and I keep being a good person. You know what I mean? And that's what really got folks in their feelings, because they couldn't change me. Because I'm going to tell you what, that's really what narcs want and narcissists want to do. They want to change you. They want you to be bitter like them. I've never been that and never will be, man. I'm not going to let the world do it to me. And that's the point. Like, even the Joker video said that. They said, or one of the videos, it said, you looked at the world and it's falling apart, and you said, not here, not within me. That's a fact. I'm going to keep being happy and keep on praising God. You understand? Real talk, no matter.
It's not working. To repeat, it's not working.
And where I'm at or what I'm doing, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. When my energy comes around, God's told me a million times, like, you're way more important than you think, and your energy is completely necessary. You know what I mean? And that's the thing I realize. I have that creation energy. They told me I'm one of the original creator beings of, like, Elohim, like the 12 tribes of Israel and stuff. Like, I come from the lineage of Jesus Christ, literally. So
shut up for a minute. The one I've been listening to and watching quite a bit is the Tyrese Need Mind Simulator. That I love that one. Is Rich Baritone my uncle? Is Rich Baritone my uncle?
Yeah, I mean, if God's telling me I'm a creator being, that's a pretty big deal. I mean, I was made when the angels were made, dude. That's a big deal. And y'all don't understand, like, even the Joker videos, they telling me, what was it? They said, you're the sun god. That's what they said. They said, like, re-emerging, like, and it kind of makes sense, some of it, you know. So that's what I'm saying, like, a creator being. Yeah, that's about as close as you can get.
And RTS says, Rich Baritone, my rich uncle. I'll bet you didn't know we were related, Tyree. That should worry you.
That's pretty high up there, bro. It don't get no higher than that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, that's
the uncle of the most powerful man in every known galaxy.
a big deal. I'm an angel. I know what I am. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we're going to keep doing business. I want to help people, and that's, you know, all I want to do. So, like I said, y'all can all, you know, contact me, get in touch with me. Like I said, it's Christmas. Let me know what's up and holler at me, and that's all. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make money, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, if I could get 5 G's, man, I could take this up to Austin. My point is, I could get everything rolling even with 5 to 10 grand.
He's never getting out of Brownsville, and he really does need to leave town. There's no joke there. He needs to leave town. And relative to the prayer video, RTS says he doesn't remember it. Well, look in your archives. That might be one to repost. It is one to repost.
I'd like over 10. That's what would really help me, and I could definitely do it. But see, that's the thing. Then I could see what's up in Austin, and I could immediately expand or take trips out to other places and look for work and see what's going on. I'm going to find a situation somewhere to get my foot in the door and do things. I could go up to Indiana again and see what's up there. I don't care if I got to struggle. I don't care if I got to go to a shelter to start and rebuild from scratch somewhere. I don't care what I got to do. I could go to Oklahoma and try it there. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. I be paying attention to places. The thing with me is I want to be in a safe environment if possible. I've been in the rough environment too much. I don't want to go back to that.
Oh, he wants to be in as safe an environment as possible. As safe an environment as possible. Ooh, that doesn't match your rhetoric at all. I thought you were ready for action. No, he wants to be safe. Most of us do, you know, it's one of those things in life that we appreciate. But in his case, you should be looking for trouble. Move into the bad neighborhoods. That's what you ought to do. You've said so much before.
I don't deserve that. I don't. I owe that to myself. You know, that's the thing. I want to be in like a rich upper class area. You know what I mean? I already am, but I'm talking about like all the time, like new places. You know what I mean? Like I love Arizona personally, but it's hot
Sounds like he was talking about his mom's golf course neighborhood.
as hell out there in the summer. You know what I mean? So I don't know
To live on a golf course and not play golf, it's just wrong.
about that, but you know, there's different places. You know, maybe Florida. I have no idea. You know, all I know is I need the money where I'd have the money to be able to get back. That's the first priority, because I ain't going nowhere if I ain't got the money to get back now. I'm not doing that.
Okay, you're not going anywhere unless you have the money to go back. You're never leaving Brownsville. Because as everybody here already knows, Brownsville is the only place in the United States or the world, for that matter, that you could get away with being Batman. You're just you're the village idiot there.
You know, I'm 36 years old, bro. I want to make sure I can get around and get where I need to be. I ain't trying to pull another Kentucky again. Believe me, that was not fun. Funny to me how them folks never talk about that whole Kentucky incident, because that was crazy, because I was just out there. There was no guarantee of me getting back or anything. I had no idea how the hell I was getting back to Texas, and that was scary.
Okay, we have an explanation about why he mentions Arizona quite a bit, really. It's from Lobster. It's for the listeners as well. He loves Arizona because he went there a bunch as a kid to baseball camp and vacations with his dad. He doesn't even have a clue that going back there now wouldn't be like that. Good Lord, everything changes, does it not?
Because it was scary, because I had to accept it as a reality, and I refused to, and I didn't want to. But like for a minute there, I did accept it. I really thought like this is where I'm at, and I was just gonna wait for Christina. I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, hell, I'm happy because at least I'm here.
He's going to wait for Christina. Remember, folks, when in doubt, do nothing. Do fuck all nothing, as I like to say.
At least I ain't out there, bro. And that place is corrupt, man. There ain't nothing really going on out there. Lexington was all right. I mean, it would have been cool if I had money. Lexington would have been super cool if I had money and I could go and really enjoy it. But that's the thing. I need help and I need support for everything. And I'm going to say this again, people, if you got a couch, if you got a spot, if you got a laptop, I need a laptop bad. I don't care if it's a cheap one, but I need a laptop. I need to get back where I can make music. I need laptops, anything with screens that works. If you got like computer screens, TV screens, anything like that. Like I said, if anybody want to give me anything free, that would help me out. You feel me? I need laptops. What else I need? I need electric scooter or like a mini motorcycle, anything that can zip around and move, that's preferably electric or gas, right? What else? A couple of things I need.
I was in Tucson, Arizona once in 1981. My brother was in the Air Force and he was stationed there. Quite a nice little town, small city back then, except for the sandstorm, the dust storm. That was very, very impressive. And on a putt-putt course in Tucson, Arizona, I smoked the best weed I have ever smoked in my life. It's been over 40 years and it's still true.
Kind of handled the Cape for now, you know, unless I could get like, you know, like a better one, like a Kevlar cape, you know what I mean? But, you know, we got to make a new mask too in the future, you know what I mean? And I still kind of need a new one for now. But what else was I going to say? It was something else. I forgot. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But that's my whole thing, man. Like, you know, I need help with everything. Oh, I was just saying, like, if people got a spot, you got a couch somewhere, I don't care where it's at. Just let me know. Because the thing is, any kind of moving around I can do, it might help me. There might be situations or different things around me, different scenery, right? And I can move around and expand, and I can do this with a little different scenery, and it might help out.
Oh, yeah, Mimi, he does destroy everything. Never forget that new bike that the brother in Christ bought him. He managed to ruin that in, what, 4 days, 5 days at the most?
That's all. Especially if it's in Austin or somewhere in North Texas. You know what I mean? Holla at me and let me know, because that's all I need. And people be in their feelings about that. Oh, so you're asking for a free spot and you just want a bed and a mattress and a bed frame and you know, and you just want access to a fridge and you just want free spot. Well, why not? It's not like I ain't paid bills for years and paid 8,500 in land taxes and ran whole estates for decades and sold 50-acre properties for over $100,000. I mean, that doesn't sound like a cheap guy or cheap individual, does it? I mean, why would I not want a free situation where I can work? I mean, I never said anything like I won't contribute. I'll gladly contribute.
You won't contribute anything. And that was quite the laundry list there, wasn't it? I was very, very impressed. You know, Negan, when I was out in Tucson low these many years ago, my brother was living in base housing that had no air conditioning. And the lowest high temperature while we were out there was 114 degrees. It was pretty miserable. My brother and I pretty much spent the evenings out on what passed for his lawn drinking mezcal and beer. Mom and Dad weren't too happy about it, but we really didn't care.
But you got to let me get to that point. And see, that's the issue with people in this world, is none of them seem to understand how it works. When you do that and you're helping someone, you help them genuinely. You don't expect them to just do everything right off the bat. You give them time so they can build and get their business going and make money. And then, of course, if they normal, you ain't even got to ask. They're going to contribute of their own accord.
A flat tire by day 2. Only Sneed.
See, that's what good people do. That's called Southern hospitality. But folks don't know nothing about that no more. See, back in the day, you could have gone anywhere and they would have done that. If this was the 70s and I said, I need a couch, do you know how many so-called women would have stepped up and given me a couch already?
None. And if a woman would have stepped up in the 70s, which is a period of time you know fuck all about, if that woman had stepped up and offered you a couch, I can guarantee you that they accidentally took 4 hits of window pane. It's real easy to do. If you don't pay attention to those serrations, oh boy, you're not going to sleep for 2 or 3 days, and the things you will see.
That was the time of Elvis. See, Elvis was lucky because Elvis could just open his mouth and sing a little bit, and it was like a canary singing, and all the women were gravitating to it. It's different now. Now they're all too busy taking selfies, all of them feeling themselves too much, think they think they the best looking thing ever. It's crazy, and I look better than all y'all. That's be the craziest thing to me, straight up. I'm not joking. They all got that mentality now, like, I'm highly desirable and I'm better than you and I look better than anyone. And it's like, I mean, have you ever looked in a mirror?
Yeah, we drove out to Tucson back in the day, and we hit the Painted Desert right at sunrise. Man, that alone was worth a 24-hour drive. Between me and my dad, those wheels never stopped turning. Exhausting, but well worth it.
Do you own a mirror? Like, what exactly are you seeing when you look into that mirror? Because I'm confused. You know, like I said, they act like that's the only thing they have to flaunt, you know what I mean? And that's sad, you know what I mean? Like, you worry about IQ and intelligence, worry about not being lonely all the time.
Oh, man, he's lonely all the time. See, truth slips. Yeah, they've always had good weed. I'll never forget it. It was a friend of his that was also in the Air Force, came back from Hawaii, and he had this huge glass cigar tube in which a single bud was pushed. Oh my God, it was mostly purple. There was some gold in there, just a little bit of green. Again, to this day, the greatest weed I have ever smoked in my life.
You know, and, you know, because somebody told you you couldn't have, I don't know, some peanut butter, you holding on to that for the rest of the time. Tell me when I'm lying. That's what they all do. I mean, literally, bro. And then they blame shift too.
Yeah, words of that whole thing is just genuinely hard, if not impossible, to explain. Just paranoia, I think, is the word I'm looking for. I like the desert environment. I agree with Art Bell. Yes, indeed, Nate.
They project, and then whatever they go through, somehow, you know, it becomes your problem and issue when it had nothing to do with you. Like, I ain't got time for all that, straight up. They just be running around crazy now, especially, you know, these other generations don't even know what the hell they doing or what going on. I mean, it's scary, bro. It's generally scary, genuinely. But like I said, I'm gonna get going, man. I appreciate y'all listening. Like I said, please show me all the support you can. You got 3 ways to pay me. Like I said, we got to get up to 5 bands and 10 bands, 10 G's, over 10 grand, and get this show on the road. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I could go expand anywhere. Remember when I went to Oklahoma City and exposed and proved all the corruption there and stood up to them and won? You remember? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all are funny as hell, man. I still got to ask about all that stuff over there too, and in these different areas too, because all that stuff was corrupt. You understand? Real talk. I gotta ask about all them places, like what's going on. Can I go over there? I don't know, because y'all just, kept doing what you were doing on here online, but it's all good. It's no big deal. But my whole deal is I could go anywhere. I was just saying, remember, like when I was walking over the bridge out there in Oklahoma City by myself, and remember the dude kept riding his bike around? Like, I'm super gangster. People don't get it. And I was carrying a big bag while I was walking over the bridge and everything by myself, dolo. I'm a real gangster. I really be going into things and putting myself in positions other people just wouldn't. Like, that's what people don't get.
Oh, boy, too bad he could have hitched a ride with Timothy.
Like, y'all call it crazy. I just call it survival. It's different. And he backed down like everybody does. So, like I said, I mean, nah, the world is mine, and I'm going to keep moving and doing what I'm doing. Clearly, I knew I was Batman a long time ago, right? That's the thing with these folks. They just think it's some kind of game, like, oh, he's Superman, and we just get to play our games because he's invincible and immortal. He, 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 he.
Hey, it looks like we're arranging some visits on Christmas Day. That's wonderful.
That's what they do. They really all just in love with me and admire me and look up to me. That's what I realized. So yeah, like I said, we gonna keep on pushing. We gonna keep on doing what we do. That's about it, man. But other than that, I don't know what else to tell you.
We're almost there.
It is, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. I appreciate it. Everybody, real talk. I appreciate any support we get. But yeah, please, like, by all means, man. Like I said, we do the customized videos, $25. That's gonna be the main thing. You know what I mean? Motivational speaking. I mean, it is.
Yeah, Nick, it's a total pain in the ass, but I've become somewhat immune to it. But yeah, it's another thing that makes him hard to listen to.
What it is, bro. So just ask me, tell me what's up.
Just what he needs, more stuff to make him hard to listen to.
Up and what y'all need, all right? Come holler at me. It's Christmas, might as well. You know what I mean? That's what people should be doing. You should be conducting business on Christmas instead of just sitting around with your fake little presents.
Yeah, he did. I'll be signing off, though. It'll be time for a breakfast with Mrs. Baritone, but I will be back. I will be back as Christmas Day winds down here in the United States. I would say anywhere from 7 to 9 p.m. this evening. I will be back and only be for about an hour or so because I need to conserve time for New Year's Eve. Going to try to do something really special then, I promise you.
So let me know. Oh, yeah, and bicycles, too. I'll take any kind of bicycles. If people got bikes they don't want, I don't really feel like paying for them. I mean, maybe if they're super cheap, but any kind of bicycles you don't want, just try to have them where they're running right and they're moving and the wheels are okay. Like, I still want them where I can ride them. I don't want them where I got to keep fixing them. That's been the problem. But
too many dogs. Business is pretty good right now.
Any bicycles, if anybody got one they don't need or want, please. I need all that. I need bicycles. I need some kind of electric or gas, like scooter or mini motorcycle. Anything mobile, man. You know what I mean, is what I need. And that's what people don't get. These people are perplexed on here because they're like, man, he just asked for what he wanted and he get it. You know why that is? Because God loved me and God blessed me. Because I'm part of a tight-knit community because I made it like that. It wasn't like that. I'm the one who built it. So I'm a communal and community leader, right? For real, I wasn't joking. So when you're a community leader, and people look up to you and admire you and respect you, and they come to you for answers and help with things, and I lead people to God the right way and help them to build a relationship with God. Yeah, if I tell them, hey, yo, I need this, they gonna listen and try to help me out if they can, because they understand that I can come from nothing. I have no support system, and I did this all by myself, and they give me the credit for it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's the way everyone should be. You got to give credit where credit's due. You know what I mean? If the man is getting up every day on his own and trying his best and working hard to make it happen, I sure as hell respect anybody like that, and like me 100%, and you should too. So yeah, let me know, holla, and we'll talk in a minute. All right, much love.
And that was Batman Reality Check Time. Thank you very, very much. And that is all that I have for you for right now on this Christmas Day on Negative 43 TV. I just gave you the programming note, but what the hell? I'll do it one more time. I will be back. We'll kind of wrap up Christmas Day here on Negative 43 TV. That would be somewhere between 7 and 9 p.m. Sneedville time, which is, of course, Eastern Standard Time here in the United States. If you can be there, I'd really, 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 really appreciate that. We'll wrap this whole thing up with a nice little bow. We will certainly do that. And everybody, have a great rest of your Christmas Day. I don't have anything to close the show with tonight because today. It just feels like tonight. I'm way out of sorts. I just don't have an ending that's very Christmassy. So I'm just going to hit the magic button and we will be ending. So until later today on Negative 43 TV, I'm Rich Baritone. And until the next time, I'll talk to you. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you and everybody that you love and care about. See you later today.